When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Good evening and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as it's an absolute beautiful evening for football here in Raymond, Mississippi. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, Dr. Brad Boggs. Well, he's too pretty to get out in the rain right now as we're moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kickoff here in Raymond. We haven't had rain in over a month, and of course, when football season's here, Mr. Jim, it's going to rain as soon as every opportunity it gets, but it's going to be a great night to be an Indian as always.
Adam, always glad to be with you, sir. Yes, football season's here. And like you said, it hadn't rained in a month in Tupelo. We get to Jackson, and it's raining. But, hey, it's cooled things off. We're ready for a good ball game tonight. We need to start out 1-0, looking for a good game.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break, and we come back. We'll hear from Coach Travis Macon about his thoughts on tonight's contest, part of the pregame show here on the ICC Sports Network and Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
And welcome back to the pregame show as we step inside Coach's Corner, being brought to you by Bank Okolona. And Coach Macon is here. Football season finally back. So just talk about the excitement around the program right now.
It's a lot of excitement going on in the locker room. We got a lot of new faces, a lot of returning players. So we're very excited about what's going to happen this season. We're looking forward to, this upcoming season.
Well, not only do you have a lot of new players, you got a lot of new coaches on the sideline as well. So kind of give the ICC fans a little preview of, and don't give everything away, obviously, but what can they expect now out of the new coaching staff?
From the new coaches, on the offensive side of the ball, a little bit more attitude. I told them don't be scared to take chances. So with our new coaches over there, Coach Ellington, he's heading up the offense this year. He's actually a former player here, did a really good job as a player, so he's going to do a good job as a coach. So he's attacking the offense as he wants to go fast and he wants to be perfect.
And now defensively, kind of what can ICC fans expect there?
The same as last year. One thing about it, our players, we're turning 9 starters, so we have gotten bigger, faster, and stronger. So expect the same thing, but we want to be even better. Those plays that we gave up last year, we don't want to make those mistakes again this year.
All right, so let's just talk about the new guys. How are they adapting to the JUCO life? Because a lot of people don't realize how big of a step it is from high school to JUCO.
They're doing a really good job because of our sophomores. The sophomores this year are doing a good job of leading. So the guys are coming in and they're following the sophomores. So usually if you're following the good sophomores, you're going to have a good product. So they're following the sophomores, and the sophomores doing their job as far as making sure they do it the right way.
I know it's always tough your first game of the year because you can't really scout the other team. You can kind of look at a roster, see what they've got, look back at last year at tendencies. But what can you tell us that you know about Hinds?
I know they're returning a lot of players this year, and they got some guys that transferred in. So it's the same as our team. Like you said, we really don't know what's in there. We kind of go off who they sign. So we just taking the approach their last 4 games and the game we played.
All right, so really and truly at the end of the day, it's about executing on our end. So just kind of talk about that focus of the players coming in and taking care of business.
Yes, that's been our main. I challenged the guys this week, do all the little things right. The team that makes the least mistakes, make the most big plays, is going to win the ball game. And if you watch the game from last year, that's what happened in the second half. The team that made the least mistakes and made the most big plays, we won. So we're hoping to take that same approach this year. I know they say it's sophomore night for them, so that gives us a little bit more edge, to make it sophomore night. So I challenge the guys to do everything right.
All right, Coach, and you kind of touched on it there, so let's talk about your keys to victory. What's it going to take for the Indians to be successful this evening?
On offense, we need to score a lot of points. We got to establish the run. The receivers got to make the plays, and the quarterback got to make the throws. On defense, we got to shut them out, make big plays on defense. Special teams, we got to continue just to flip the field, keep the ball, away from the opponent.
Well, Coach, I know this is a road game. Next week we'll be back home in Fulton, so the listeners and the watchers right now kind of give you a chance to get them fired up for tonight's game, but also get them to come out and support the Indians next week.
Yes, come on out and support us. We're excited about this year. This is our second go-around this year, so the guys have been working really hard. So if you can't make the game, please tune in on live stream, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Coach, good luck, and roll Tribe.
Roll Tribe.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And a great job there by the Hinds band. Ladies and gentlemen, as we talked about earlier, it hasn't rained in 40 days and 40 nights. And opening night of football, here we are, guys. Couldn't ask for any better weather than a rainy night here in Raymond. And Dr. Boggs, welcome to the broadcast booth. Your thoughts on the evening so far?
Well, so far I'm mad at you and Mr. Ingram for not inviting me up here in time. I was sitting in the parking lot, and I want all the people listening to know I was here on time, but I saw lightning, and I thought better to stay out into the vehicle, unlike my compadres over here who were already up here getting ready for the pregame show. So they got started, but I am here, glad to be here. It is the opening game of the season for both clubs, and looking forward to it and looking forward to an exciting season. So glad to be here, and thank you for having me again, Adam.
Absolutely. Raphael Henry on camera. Cal Brown is going to be on our social media updates tonight. Our newest member of the team, Casey Smith. Well, she's getting broke into JUCO football the best way she can, and she's on the sideline taking photos for ICC Images this evening. You can get digital downloads available for $1 there on ICCimages.com. Now, we are going to have a very limited broadcast. We're not going to have our scoreboard and everything that we normally have because, well, Hinds does not have a press box area for the visiting team, so we're all crammed underneath the tent here, trying to bring this to you the best way as possible. Understand there's some bad weather back home as well, so there's some technical difficulties going on back at the studio at Super Talk 101.9 FM. Guys, real quick, talk amongst yourselves. Give me your Bank of Okolona keys to victory.
Adam, just glad to be here tonight. Starting a fresh football season. Yeah, we got a little bit of bad weather, but hey, it's cooled down. Glad to have Dr. Boggs here, the threesome here tonight. A lot of enthusiasm. As we mentioned, this is Coach Macon's team. I mean, these are his players. His freshmen and sophomore, he recruited all of them. They're very upbeat. This is a big game. Hey, Brad, last year we found a way and won here at Hinds. Let's do it again.
Yeah, most definitely. And of course, anytime, we talk about it at the beginning of a year, first game of the season, you want to come out. There's going to be first game jitters for both squads. You're going to go through the trials and tribulations there. So, you're going to experience that. You're going to try to play clean football, but probably in reality it's not going to be totally clean for either squad. But ICC needs to come out and take advantage of every opportunity that they can here that's given to them. Take advantage of mistakes. And I feel like, at the end of course, you start working those kinks out later on in the season as you go, Mr. Ingram. But, again, it's coming out, building off of what we had last season, coming out aggressive, limit the turnovers as much as we possibly can. Hopefully don't have any, but limit the turnovers, control the ball on offense. Just those simple things right now is kind of if you want to call it the elementary things of football of what we need to do tonight, especially with it being the opening season. We don't know a lot about each other as far as our squads because, again, being the first game. So, again, eliminating as much as we can, going out there, just playing good, hard football right now and trying to put points on the board before the other. That's what we had problems with last year, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt. We were very good defensively all last season. You make a great point, Brad. We're in the rain. First game of the season. Turnovers is very key in this first game. The momentum, if you have a turnover, the other team scores, the other team could get down. We need to play clean football tonight and play hard as we can.
Also want to mention our other team member, Coach Andy Kirk, coming out. He was going to be our sideline reporter this season. Well, he's going to have to wait till next week for that debut as, don't want to get the equipment out in the rain there. So we're going to take you to the field right now and take a look at this coin toss. Jim, did you happen to still have the starters for tonight, or do I need to read those?
I don't have them, sir.
Okay, so let me find it on my phone real quick. Here we go. All right, so defensively, ICC will look like this. Defensive end, Jamarian Scott. Nose tackle, Chuck Taylor. The other tackle is going to be Eli Williams. And linebackers, Jaden Walker, Jordan Johnson, Jaden Thompson. Nickelback will be Colin Dunn. Cornerbacks will be Xavier Dilworth and Kylan Eggers. Safety will be Alex Dawkins and Dylan Rousey. On offense, starting at quarterback will be Ty Davis. Running back will be Jalen Foster. Your wide receivers will look like this: Chris Reed, Zay Davis, and Tyron Mosley. The tight end will be Andrew Morgan. Offensive line, the offensive tackles will be Amar Harper, Nate Shaw. Your guards will be Terry Claiborne and Christian Velasquez. And then the center will be Brady Phillips. And then special teams, the place kicker, Eli Bershagi. I'm saying that wrong. I got the pronunciation down there in front of you guys. Carson Langford will be the punter. Punt return, Zay Davis, and kick return, Trey Gunn. So that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And Dr. Boggs, who won the toss?
Hinds will be receiving the ball to start this first quarter. And then, of course, so good for Etowamba. Etowamba's going to get to come out in the second half. So we're going to get going defense first, Mr. Ingram.
Set the tone.
Set the tone early. I'm with you. And then come out in the second half with offense. So Hinds is receiving, Adam.
You know, Brad, we talked about it. We didn't have the opportunity to talk to you before, but we have 9 of our 11 starters on defense are back.
Yes.
And they were very strong last year. We look hopefully for another good defensive effort tonight.
And some of those, Adam, I know you sent us a lot, have made preseason All-Americans.
Yes.
That y'all have already mentioned probably. But a lot of our defensive starters are on the preseason All-American watch list.
ICC will be in their road whites, blue pants, and white helmets. And across the way, Hinds in their maroon jerseys, gray pants, and gray helmets as well. So we're just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kickoff. Real quick, hear from Coke and be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy! Cheers to us! We did it! And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kickoff to start the 2024 season. We do apologize. Actually, I don't know why I'm apologizing, because nobody on the radio can hear us right now. But they are having some technical difficulties due to some of the storms that moved through up there in Tupelo. Hope the weather's good. Hope everyone's safe. Getting buckled up, grab an ice cold Coke, and get ready to cheer on the Indians as we open the 2024 football season. Guys, any final thoughts before we kick this one off?
No, again, just excited. Yes, it is raining here. Of course, a lot of people are excited to see the rain, and don't blame them. I'm glad to hear it's doing some back home, Mr. Ingram, because we need it, but don't want their storms. But excited, it's football season. It's here. People wait a long time and are excited about football season. It's here. The energy's here. It is raining, but the energy's here. The electricity's here, and you see it on both sidelines.
No doubt about it, and we're all 0-0. Got a chance tonight to jump out 1-0. Looking forward to a good, clean game. Like you said, it's football season. It's time to get excited. Glad to be here tonight. Bad weather and all, but glad to be here.
Guys, I'm going to have to lean on you tonight for names and numbers, as I don't have room for rosters up top. But number 83 will kick things off here for the Indians to start this one. And
Carson Langford.
That's going to be Carson Langford to step into this one again. We do apologize with the bare bones production this evening, as we're underneath the awning in the rain here in Raymond. Don't have the facilities to be able to be indoors. Not knocking them by any stretch of the imagination. Just letting you know if you're wondering where the normal broadcast is. So here we go, getting set to kick off the 2024 football season. The ICC versus Hinds here in Raymond. The kick is away. It's a deep kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 2-yard line. Coming near side here by Hinds, trying to cut up the middle, and he is absolutely tattooed. That's going to be number 25.
That's Doug Jones, freshman linebacker from Houston, Mississippi.
There is a flag down, and I may have been wrong on 25. It may have actually been 24 on the play. So
that's Blakely, a sophomore linebacker from transfer from Mississippi Gulf Coast, originally from South Panola.
Mr. Jim, if you could do me a favor, that towel that's hanging up right there, could you take that down for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Now I can see.
Okay, it's on Hinds.
They're going the wrong way. Come on, guys.
Got a blindside block, Adam.
That'll be half the distance to the goal there, so it's going to move the ball from about the 25-yard line. Or actually, they're going to say it was spotted at the 23, so it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So it should be a first down and 10. Ball is going to be marked at the 11-yard line, is where Hinds will have it to start their opening drive of the season. Well, as we mentioned, first time we're going to see either one of these teams this year, so don't know a lot about Hinds, as they're going to come in the shotgun formation, pistol formation, as a matter of fact. Two receivers here on the near side. They're going to give the handoff to the long running back in the backfield. ICC stacks it up. Minimum gain of about 3 or 4 on the play that time for the Eagles.
Yeah, good play up front there. The best I could tell from this side over here. I apologize. But good work up front by the D-line there. They did get, 3 or 4 out of that.
4 yards, 2nd and 6. We just started the ball game, first quarter. Opened the ball game, 14:25, clock running.
This time the running back is to the side of the...
Going to have his offside.
Yes, they made us jump that time, so it's going to be offsides on the Indians. So this will bring up a second down and short situation. Guys, we're going to see that a lot during this season. It's going to be first game jitters, but also just some of those mental mistakes that you see a lot of times in early games.
Yeah, that was on Eli Williams, defensive lineman, sophomore. That's still going to bring them, did not get them enough to get the first down, so they're going to have a 2nd and 1 here.
Adam, their quarterback is Donahue from Quitman, Arkansas.
Handoff to the long running back in the backfield. The Indians were there, nearly fumbled the football, but was able to hang on to it. And I think it's going to be enough for the first down. Yes, it is. Needed 1, got 2. So that will move the chains for the Eagles. And it'll be a first down and 10. 14 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score between ICC and the Eagles of Hinds. I have to kind of pause on that because they actually have 2 mascots here.
You're right.
Eagles are on the Raymond campus, and out of Utica, they are the Bulldogs. This time, quarterback keeper's got pressure coming, looking to throw. Nobody there. Now he's going to try to throw it away. Will do so. Good pursuit, good protection that time defensively by the Indians.
Brad, great coverage. He had a bootleg out to the left side and great coverage by defensive backs and linebackers.
Yeah, Jaden Thompson out there. Of course, he's a preseason All-American there, but Jaden Thompson out there spying on the quarterback there and ensuring he did not tuck the ball and run it. All he had to do, or the only option he had, Mr. Ingram, was throw it away.
2nd down and 10 now here for the Eagles. The ball is just shy of the 25-yard line. Handoff up the middle. The Indians stack him up. Able to go forward for a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play. Moves the ball out to the 25. So it'll be a 3rd down and long situation. Possession down coming up now here for the Eagles.
Brad, good play, but Jamar and Scott, the sophomore from Tupelo, made the tackle. Stopped them. Pushes to 3rd and 7.
Yeah, so far doing a good job in the box right there for the Indians on defense. Doing a great job in the box. Continue that. Of course, don't let them string it out wide.
So as we mentioned, 3rd down and 7. Snap back, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Now thinks about stepping up in the pocket. Indians are going to pursue him. Chases him out of bounds, and great job there by the Indians. Didn't open pursue and was able to chase him out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, great job in the secondary right there. Great coverage, Mr. Ingram, downfield, where our secondary was able to keep the receivers covered, and now they're bringing on the punt unit.
Good job, our defense. You know, we had 1 5-yard penalty. The reason they got the first down. Like you mentioned, what a great job by the secondary. Nobody was open. Good job by the defense getting off the field here.
So it'll be a 4th down and 6 situation of punting down here, as the kicker will step into this one right around the 14-yard line.
Brad, you see who's deep for us there?
Did not.
As the snap back, Indians nearly block it. And I believe that's going to be Trey Gunn, possibly.
Yeah, or Zay Davis.
Or Zay Davis back to return.
We got 2 number 1s.
That's Zay Davis.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, good field position, Adam. We got the ball 1st and 10 at our own 33-yard line.
Yeah, good pursuit right there on special teams. Again, almost blocked. Got there in the backfield on the punter there, and so good job by the ICC special teams unit to put pressure on Hinds right there to get good field position, as you mentioned, Mr. Ingram.
Welcome to the listeners on Super Talk 101.9 FM. No score as ICC held Hinds to punt on their first possession of the game. The Indians now with their opening possession, the pass outside in and off the hands of the receiver. And now we've already got some pushing and shoving going on after the play. Good job by the officials to get in front of that one and break that up early. Pass incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Adam Ty Davis, our quarterback, sophomore from Fulton. That was a good pass just off the Chris Reed, our new receiver's hands. 2nd and 10. Indians have the ball. We just started the game, 12-14 in the first quarter. No score.
So 2nd down and 10. And it's going to be a handoff this time, and the Eagles were right there waiting on it.
Yeah, good pursuit right there by the D line. I think that was Woods, 6'3", 290 right there from the opposite side, who was able to pursue and get our running back, our tailback there in the backfield.
No gain. Third down, 3rd and 10. Possession down here.
11:45 to play here in the first quarter. Still no score. Again, we do apologize for the setup here as we're having to set up in the rain outdoors here this evening. So a bare bones production, and we're going to have a flag in, and
delay
going to be like a false start,
yeah,
on the Indians, and now it's going to be a 3rd down and 15 situation, so the Indians going the wrong way.
Brad, it's early in the season. Do not force a pass here. It's 0-0, 11:33 left in the first quarter. Yeah, you want to get the first down, but it's 3rd and 15 back at our own 28. Be safe here.
I agree. You don't want to force anything here. Again, you got good field position. You want to play the field position game. If we have to punt, not a killer.
And so the Indians do look to pass. They're going to throw it out to the flats. Lowers his head, and it's going to be Tattoo. Does pick up those 5 yards off the penalty, as that was number 3. That's going to be Jalen Foster on the reception. And so it'll be a 4th down and long situation. So both these teams, defense getting the job done to start the contest and forcing a punt on the opening drives.
Yeah, Langford will punt from our own 33, 4th and 10.
Yeah, and this is where you got to come out hard on special teams and flip the field, Mr. Ingram. Got an opportunity here for Langford to flip the field on us and push them back there deep in their territory.
So waiting the snap, it's a good one. Langford, no pressure, puts a booming foot into this one. And it's going to be a fair catch call and taken at about the 34-yard line is where the Eagles will have it, 1st and 10. So best starting field position so far here in the game for Hinds. No score. 10:37 to go here in the first quarter. As we mentioned, we welcome those that are joining us on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. Understood some weather had come through and caused a little bit of issues there at the station. We're glad that you guys are joining us here this evening and do want to say hello to you there.
And Mr. Ingram, one thing we got to mention, too, is it being the first game of the year, we've been hitting each other. So has Hinds. All right, you got to keep your emotions under control. Any of the players here, yeah, you're glad to be hitting another team. You're glad to be playing another team. But keep those emotions under control and make sure you don't have any stupid penalties here.
1st down and 10, and it's going to be a handoff to the running back in the backfield for Hinds. Bounces off his own lineman there. It's able to surge forward, and a very good pickup of about 6 on the play that time for the Eagles. That was Johnson on the carry for the Eagles, so to bring up a 2nd down, and let's call it 5 situation, a short 5, long 4 here for the Eagles. Still in that shotgun, handoff again, and this time the Indians hit him and stack him up in the backfield.
Yeah, D-line had a lot of pressure right there up front, and they were able to plug that gap up, which there was very little right there. Offensive line for Hinds was not able to make any headway right there, Mr. Ingram.
That was Methvin, the sophomore from Starkville, made a good play. 3rd down, I believe, Brad, about 7 yards to go at their own 37-yard line. First quarter, no score.
Loss of 2 on the play, as Jim mentioned. 3rd down and 7. Hinds back to pass. Indians bringing pressure up the middle. Look like holding. No call. There's another holding. This time the late flag comes out. And we'll imagine they'll probably back them up here.
I'd back them up. I know it's 4th and about 2, but back them up. Make them punt deeper if we can.
Missed the first holding. Got the second one.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mr. Ingram. Back them up right here and force them, try to get them backed up even further here, which is going to get ICC good field position.
He declined. He wants the ball right now. Hey, that's fine.
I understand.
I'll take it.
That's the reason why you and I aren't down there making those calls.
He's the coach, and we're not.
And me and you up here trying to coach, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right. And we need to be quiet. I need to be quiet, not you. I need to be quiet.
No, I would agree with you. But, hey, this could turn out good.
He wants the ball.
We're going to flip it over here, and now we're going to punt back to Zay Davis. Looks like he's back again for Etowamba to receive the kick.
Indians breaking pressure again, nearly get to that one. That little Caesars punt is going to hit and take a Hinds roll. Heck of a roll there.
Yeah.
As it's going to be down at the 11-yard line. We're going to be 1st down and 10 for the Indians.
Yeah, the point of the football basically hit right there, and it just took one of those great bounces, and I'm talking about it went. And so there was no way we could have been fielding that one. Did not. It was a short punt. So Davis did did his job right there to back off of it. And again, Hinds just got an excellent roll out there. So they have kind of flipped the field position here on us now, Mr. Ingram.
So it'll be a first down and 10 now here for the Indians. 9:19 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Indians with two receivers here on the near side. Now a man goes in motion. Looking for a little bubble screen pass out to the near side. Lowers his head. Gets the ball out to about the 15. Let's see if they'll give him the 16 or maybe the 17. And again, a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the play. Smart there that time by Chris Reed just to walk away. And Hinds has got a little chippy after each time they've come out and made a play.
Yeah, that's, again, we got to control the emotions as best we can. Both sides need to do that. Of course, I can only speak for the Indians, but control the emotions. He picked up a solid 5 right there.
So second down and 5 is the situation. Little bobble of the handoff, but the Indians get it, and they're going to move this one forward. Looks like it's going to be good for a first down. But a very late flag coming in there, as I believe that was Sultan on the carry for the Indians. And could be one of those with all the pushing and shoving going on, guys. We can see some flags come in to try to keep this one under control early.
I agree.
I hope, that the official was.
It looks like this is going to be on the
25 yards away when he threw the flag.
It's going to be on Hinds.
I hate to complain about the official, but I was hoping he wasn't going to call holding, and he didn't.
Well, he called it on the Eagles, so that will move the ball forward. We are also have volleyball going tonight up in Knoxville as the Indians taking on Pellissippi. They're in the opening set. 6-6 is that score in volleyball. That's a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Indians with trip receivers here on the near side. Want to go with the quick slip-out pass again. And the Indians breaking down the sidelines. Got one man to beat and nearly got by him in a big play there for the Indians.
Yeah, good job by Reed right there. Of course, we went to him a couple of times already. It was a short pass right there, able to break free.
Great blocking also. Split the blocks. Got a great game. First down, Indians at the 44 of Hinds.
8:15 to go here. Still no score.
It again.
Reed gets it again, and he's going to go forward. He gets hit hard, but he gets out to the 45-yard line, and the Indians are driving, and that's going to be good for another first down, or at least very close to it.
They give it to?
And the
second and one.
Yeah, second and one. So the Indians in a hurry-up style of offense now. Davis is your quarterback. Same set here at the near side. This time it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. That's going to be Sultan, and he's going to go forward, and that's going to be close. He needed a yard. They said he got to.
Got it.
So that will be a first down for the Indians.
And what it was is the same formation. You're lining up trips over here, the side that Reed's on, and what they did is they went to Reed twice right there. And that time, Hinds expecting us possibly to pop it up and go to Reed, did not. Handed the ball off, got the first down in in Hinds territory.
Ball is at the 34-yard line. And Sultan's going to get it again. Runs it up the middle. Gets a surge at the offensive line. Falls forward. And a solid pickup of about 3 on the play as he moves the ball just shy of the 30-yard line. India's knocking on the door, speeding up the offense. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. No score between ICC and Hinds in the opening game of the season. Again, Sultan's going to get the carry. Gets by one guy, powers forward, an impressive run there. And it's going to be a third down and manageable situation coming up here for the Eagles. Looks like Hinds wants to possibly take a timeout here. The officials stopping.
He stopped the clock for a minute.
Now they're saying play on. Didn't know. I thought that was odd. Didn't see anything to stop the clock. So now it will be a third down. Let's call it 4-3 situation. Maybe Hinds trying to come out, point something out to make the officials kind of slow the game down a little bit as ICC in that breakneck type speed.
Brad, if he fakes it to the running back and keeps the ball, I think Ty's got a chance here.
Two receivers on both sides of the football, stacked. Sultan in the backfield. He's going to get the carry. And he's going to go forward, and it's going to be close.
That's a good pull right there by Ty, though.
Yeah, it was.
He needed to pull that ball. Pull it, hand it off. It is going to be 4th and short. If I'm Indians, I go for it.
4th and 1 at the 25. Bad weather. It'll be a long field goal. I go for it also.
6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score between Hinds and your Indians of ICC. 4th and 1. Davis, your quarterback. There's movement. Should be a free play here. It's going to throw it up, jump ball to the end zone, and batted away by the Eagles. But ICC should get the first down with the Eagles being offside.
Yeah, a good job right there by ICC. And, of course, Ty, going on the call right there, clapped his hands. And what that did is that forced the guy across the line. Ty knew it, and the center knew it, snapped the ball. Got us a free play right there, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt. First down for the Indians. They're going to move the ball to the 20. First and 10 at Hinds 20. First quarter, no score, 5:47 left in the first quarter.
I want to remind you of our sponsors, the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. A proud sponsor of ICC football here on Super Talk 101.9 FM.
Got Andrew Morgan, the tight end, in motion there. He was lined up in the slot. Comes across. Great block by him. Good job there. He sealed the outside. The DB for Hinds came up and made a tackle. Now we've still got a little extracurricular going on afterwards. And, again, that's what we got to get under control, whether it's either ICC or Hinds. Not only us, but we got to get our players under control. But the refs got to get get under control.
That was Jalen Foster on the carry. He was able to go forward and gain about 4 on the play. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field here. Timeout taken. And they signaled ICC, but didn't really see who took the timeout. Timeout on the field, no score. 5:34 to go here. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as out of that timeout, 0-0 is the score, 5:34 to play here in the first quarter. We do have a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. 25-21, Pellissippi takes the opening set over the Indians in volleyball. That one there, I won't say in Knoxville, but near Knoxville. So it'll be second down and 6 after that gain of 4. Man in motion, ICC gets it. Now they want to throw it out again. This is going to be a very smart play there by Chris Reed, as the defender had broke off the block nicely. Had he made that catch, 1 would have been a loss of yardage. 2 probably would have got tattooed in the next week.
Adam, possession down. Brad, I believe it's third down, 3rd and 6. We have the ball at their 16-yard line. We're in the first quarter, no score, 5:26 left. Opening ball game, Hinds against ICC in football.
ICC took that last time out. Good note here from Coach Andy Kirk on the sideline to get the center back in the game after he had to be moved with his helmet coming off. Pass wide open and just too tall. Boy, that had 6 written all over it, as that was Jalen Foster, the target. Just too tall for Foster to go get the ball.
Yeah, the back came out of the backfield, and that was Foster, and slipped out there and got open out there, and wide open. Just too much pepper on that ball. Not enough loft for Ty, but that would have been 6 right there. Now they're going to send the kicker out, and we're going to see if we can get the kick it through here, and that's going to be Burciaga.
So Burciaga on to attempt the kick. The ball is going to be spotted at the 23, so it'll be a 33-yard attempt here off the foot of Burciaga, looking for the first points of the ball game. Snap's good. The kick is up. The kick is deep enough, and it is no good. They say wide left. So the Indians come up empty on the kick there, and guys, just a tough break. It was a good drive going. Just had that wide open touchdown pass, overthrew him, and Hinds did a good job of bending and not breaking.
Yeah, I mean, excellent job by Hinds right there. Of course, again, mistakes by ICC, some there. And, of course, again, we're going to see it this first game from both squads.
No doubt.
So, again, it's fine-tuning those mistakes and hopefully not continuing to make those and getting those nerves settled down here, Mr. Ingram, so that way we can play ball.
5:16 to go here in the first quarter. First down and 10 now here for the Eagles. They're looking to throw on the first one. This time they want to run a screen of their own to the other side. The Indians sniff that one out well and stop it for a minimum gain on the play.
Yeah, I couldn't see that one very well myself.
That was Wallace on the reception. Looks like it was number 5.
That's Gray.
That's Gray that's going to be leading the way there. One of the transfers out of Florida A&M. We've got a couple of those out of Florida this season.
Yeah, Reed, another one of those.
And so Hinds now with it once again. 3 receivers here on the near side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun and running back to his right. And that's who's going to get the football. The Indians stack him up at the line of scrimmage, but a nice surge, able to push that line forward. Gets out to the 25-yard line. We're to be a 3rd down and about 4 situation, maybe 5 coming up here, depending on if it's a left foot, right foot spot for the Eagles. No score, 4:27 to go here in the first quarter. ICC on the road in Raymond take on Hinds here on a rainy evening down around the state capitol. Same set as a while ago. 3 receivers here on the near side. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Pressure coming.
Wide
As he
open.
lets go, but the ball is caught. And then the Indians just don't wrap up on the tackle. And the reception reeled in, and that's going to move the ball just shy of midfield. Gutsy performance there by the quarterback to hang on to the football as he gets tattooed. But guys, you can't hit and respect the tackle. You got to wrap up and make that initial tackle on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice slant pattern over there by the receiver for Hinds, and then, of course, got open in the middle, and then, of course, we did not make the tackle.
So the Eagles are going to get it again. This is the best field position they've had all evening here as they get the ball out near midfield, a gain of 2 on the play.
You're right, Adam. Best field position for them. 3:50 clock running first quarter. No score. Brad, 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Our defense needs to step up.
And they're swapping some guys in and out here, running guys in, getting them some breaks. This early in the year, especially, of course, luckily, in North Mississippi, we would have been facing a warmer night. Tonight down here in Jackson, not quite as warm. It is in the 80s down here.
2nd down and 8. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Pressure and comes up the middle. Steps forward to avoid it. Indian fans wanting a holding call. Didn't get it. Nice scramble. It's going to be close to the 1st down. They're going to say give it to him. So a gain of 8 on the play. That'll move the chains and a fresh set of downs here for the Eagles. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. Opening game of the season for both squads here as ICC on the road at Hinds.
Yeah, good coverage downfield again by the Indians. Quarterback had nothing to do but step up.
This time a handoff up the middle. The Indians
Great
stack
job.
it up and make the play.
Yeah, Hinds they're having difficulty running between the tackles. And ICC, again, in the box right there, they're doing a great job in the box and has done fairly well against the run tonight. So, again, great job there by ICC. Lost a yard, Mr. Ingram.
Yeah, Adam Gray got up there quickly from his safety position to force that loss.
Yeah, he and Tony Lucius was back on the play. Quick pass out to the flats is there, and a good open field tackle. They're going to say he held on to the ball. Yes, he did, as the ball came loose. But they say the ground caused the fumble. Gain of about 4 after losing 1 on the play. So it'll be a 3rd down and 6 situation coming up here for the Eagles. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Still no score in this one as the Eagles with by far their best field position of the evening. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Running back to the left of the quarterback for the Eagles. Waits the snap. It's a high one. Able to pull it down. Pressure coming up the middle. Steps up to avoid it. And then steps around to avoid it again. Now throws to a wide open receiver. And makes one man miss. And he's going to walk to the end zone. That's going to be a 37-yard touchdown pass. And guys, you got to give all the credit in the world to that quarterback. Scrambled, thought about running, and then just saw his guy leak out to the flats, threw it down there, had make one man miss, and 6-0 now. Hinds with the lead.
Yeah, they brought a blitz. ICC brought a blitz in there. I think it was a linebacker blitz. Best I'm seeing, it was Johnson that coming in there, and almost got to him. But he did a good job of scrambling, getting away from the linebacker blitz, able to step up and find that open receiver out there because that's what you had when you bring that linebacker blitz.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0. Hinds with the lead. 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back out of that timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Your score here is 7-0 in favor of Hinds. For those watching on the Red Channel, speaking of that, Jesse Stevenson and Amy Jo Holcomb checking in from Panama City, cheering on the Indians. We do apologize that we don't have our full setup tonight as we're out in the elements, if you will, weather-wise. So we're having to kind of condense the best we can. So we're getting set for another kickoff here as ICC trails at 7-0 with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. ICC had some answers just to break down defensively after a great scramble play by the quarterback of Hinds, was able to find it and turn it into a 37-yard touchdown strike. This kick is a high kick, going to be short, taken at the 15-yard line by the Indians, trying to find some type of wall, but the good kick coverage has only a gain of about 7 after the play, as that time on the return, I believe, was Tyron Mosley, as he was looking for a hole to open up. Nothing there, kind of a little hesitant versus getting it going. And so good coverage downfield that time by the Eagles.
Yeah, they did a good job. Again, it was a shorter kick, as you mentioned, Adam, but fielded cleanly by Mosley, but did not give Etowama time, enough time to set up that good wall right there to block for him. So Hinds coming down with great coverage, but not bad field position here either for Etowama.
1st and 10 is the situation here for the Indians. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Davis is your quarterback. Clears it out. Now they throw it out to the flats, trying to get to the outside. Does so, looking for a block, and eventually is ran out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Come on, man.
And again, a lot of pushing and shoving by the Hinds player going on, drove him 5 yards out of bounds. The officials have got to get this game under control. They can't let that kind of stuff keep going.
I agree, Adam. They could have thrown the flag that time.
So that's going to be actually, now they're moving the chains because the chain gang kind of got tangled up in that. And so only a gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 is the situation here. Davis hands it off wide open up the middle, lowers his head and lowers the boom. Big run there for the Indians.
Yeah, big hole right there for Allen, the freshman out of Batesville there. And Lord, Mr. Ingram, me or you one could have run that one in that hole.
Great blocking, but he went north-south, and he was not scared. I loved it.
Inside a minute to play now here in the first quarter. 7-0, Hinds with the lead. Indians with the football. This time they're going to hand it right back up the middle. And it's going to spin forward, and another good run there on 1st down. Looks like a gain of about 6 on the play. And we'll see if the Indians will allow the play clock to run out and go to the second quarter, or if they're going to try to get another play in here. 7-0 is your score with 30 seconds to go.
I'd get another play.
I would too. We got a little rhythm here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the Indians are going to try to get one more play in here before the end of the first quarter. Davis gets the snap, hands it off once again up the middle, slips through, breaks it out to the 50, and another big run there for ICC.
Give him the football.
That's
Don't
3
stop.
times. That's 3 times. That's 3 times right there, and it's between the tackles. Now it's a good read by Davis. He's reading that outside end right there is what he's doing, but he decides to give it to him, and he's done it 3 times. Hinds hadn't picked up on it, so great job right there by Allen.
Well, that should be the end of the quarter. The time is out, but the horn did not work on the scoreboard, as that was Michael Allen, as you mentioned, on the carry. We played 1 quarter here in Raymond. 7-0 is your score. Indians will have the ball at midfield when we come back right after these messages.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions. Now let's go and keep going. Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it. And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting set to start the second quarter of play here in Raymond. Hinds strikes on a 37-yard touchdown pass with about 1:57 to go in the first quarter. They lead at 7-0 here. Guys, your thoughts on the first quarter?
I mean, again, some mistakes, in my opinion, which we felt were going to happen, but good execution there to end by Hinds to get the score early. And, of course, they're giving it back to Allen here. Hinds has kind of picked up on that right there. He was able to gain 2 to 3 yards out of it. So ICC has found a little momentum here running the ball here in this possession. So hopefully they can keep it up, but eventually going to have to pull it and throw it downfield.
No doubt. Pull it or keep it or throw it downfield.
That was a gain of 2 on first down. 2nd down and 8 now is the situation. The ball on the positive side of the 50 here for the Indians, and now we've got stoppage of play, and that's going to be false start on the Indians. And so that'll back them up now. So it'll be a 2nd down and about 12 situation now here coming up on this play. And, guys, that's just going to be one of those mental mistakes early on that you just can't afford to do.
Yeah, it's a drive killer, what I call it right there. You know, when you got the momentum, you got the positive yardage coming, in which we did, and had several positive yards after each play. And then you have that unfortunate situation there, which can be a drive killer. Hopefully it's not for Etowamba.
So 2nd down and 13 is the situation. 14:30 to go here. 7-0 is your score. Hinds with the lead. ICC with the football, moving left to right on your radio dial.
Yeah, different formation here, Mr. Ingram. They're packing them in tight here with your slot and your receivers both on each side, but packed them in tight.
Davis, your quarterback, dropping back to pass. Plenty of time, throws it too tall. Ball goes out of bounds, and another late push as Hinds player sent the Indian receiver into the sidelines over there. And again, folks, I hate to keep saying this, but these officials have got to get this under control, because in JUCO ball, it's a powder keg, and all it needs is a spark.
Yeah,
right at him.
Pass just a little high right there, Mr. Ingram. He wasn't able to bring it down. Again, you're looking at a 3rd and long situation here for the Indians.
3rd down and 13. Clock is stopped at 4:13 to go here. 7-0 is your score, and now we've got a timeout, I believe, taken by Hinds as they were getting some late substitutions onto the field. So timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them and hear from Renaissance Bank, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back out of that timeout. 7-0, Hinds with the lead. 14-13 to go here until halftime. Indians with the football. 3rd down and 13. Ball is on the negative side of the 50 now at about the 47-yard line. Davis is your quarterback. 2 receivers here on the near side. They do have a tight end on set. Now they're going to set up a little bubble screen. I believe that's going to be Davis. Davis tries to slip a tackle, does so. Gets across, still fighting forward, spins forward, and going to be down just shy of the 1st down.
Brad, let's go for it. First game.
That's more activity going on out there.
Again, I'm telling you, folks, this is, if something happens, it's already on the officials.
4th and 3 on the 42-yard line. Long 2, 3. I go for it here. Of course, I'm not the coach.
No, and they're definitely thinking about it right here. And excellent play right there. Good play call by the Indians to get back a chunk of that. They got 11 yards. So good play calling right there. And I believe they're going for it, Mr. Ingram.
So it is going to be a 4th down and 2 situation here for the Indians. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Davis is your quarterback. Goes for the hard snap count. They weren't ready for it, and now ICC wants to take a timeout and talk this one over. Real quick, give a shout-out to Will Bunch, who is checking out here, watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Red Channel. I also want to mention the ICC Wesley Foundation, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network, along with Little Caesars in Fulton, another proud sponsor of ICC football here. And I also want to remind you, you can listen to the ICC Hour every Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. Well, guys, ICC takes the timeout. They trail at 7-0 with 13:21 to go here until halftime. It's 4th down and 2. Try to get them jump offside, didn't do so. We'll see if they elect to stay and go for it here. Looks like they are, as they're going to send Davis back on the field out at quarterback.
Well, that's interesting. I thought they were going to pull it. They were just trying to see if they could get them offsides, call the timeout, and then maybe punt. But going back in our offensive format here, and so confidence in your defense. I like that. And then we got good confidence in our defense to hold them in the event we do not get the first down. ICC hoping to get it.
4th down and 2. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Lowers his head, but a great job there by the defensive line of Hinds. Stacked him up at the line of scrimmage, no gain, and the ball will be turned over on downs back to the Eagles. And guys just...
Yeah, we didn't get the push up front.
Didn't get the push up front.
And that was handing it off to Allen that time again, where it was our bread and butter a while ago. And again, did not get the push up front. I don't want to go back to it, but I'm going to, Mr. Ingram. I go back to my drive killer. We had the movement up front. ICC was moving, and then you had that penalty where we had the movement, and that set them back. And it is what it is, but penalties kill you.
7-0. Hinds up. 13-15 left until halftime.
Fakes on the pass. The Indians stack them up, and that's going to be a sack.
Yeah, great coverage right there by ICC. I think he was looking to go, was trying to stay in the pocket right there, the quarterback for Hinds. And I know Jaden Walker was in on the tackle back there in the backfield. Loss of, 3?
Loss of 3 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 13. Inside 13 minutes to go until halftime. Hinds leading it 7-0 here over the Indians. Looking to pass once again. Pressure coming on the backside. He's going to chase him down and breaks the play.
Walker again right there. Walker was phenomenal for us last year on defense. And here he is starting out again. I know that he had an assist on the sack a minute ago. Then he just got the solo sack right there.
Got great speed. He played mostly defensive end last year. They got him playing a little bit defensive tackle this year to help us inside. Doing a great job.
Excellent.
Indians are trying to make a substitution and just get him off the field in time. 3rd down and 18 after that loss of 5. Pressure up the middle again.
Got him again.
And the Indians with back-to-back sacks and forcing them to go the wrong way. And you talk about trusting your defense. Boy, the defense stepped up big there for the Indians. This is going to be 4th down and halfway to the coast here on this next play.
Yeah, but if I'm Hinds right there, I'm like, where's my blocking? I'm Indians, great defensive calls, great job by ICC there. But if I'm Hinds, like, where is my line? Where did they block? These guys are going untouched in making the play.
So it'll be a 4th down and 24 after those 3 straight sacks. Awaiting this Little Caesars punt. Indians have been close to blocking it and got a little bit closer that time. Fair catch is going to be called and taken at the 40-yard line. Want to give a shout-out to... Who is this that just checked in on my phone real quick? That is JT Grice and family checking in, cheering on the Indians. We appreciate everyone that's watching and listening here as well on the ICC Sports Network. That punt being brought to you by Little Caesars. Little Caesars located there on South Adams Street. Hey, download the app. You can order your pizza in advance, get the code, and walk in, and don't even have to really speak to anybody. Come to Brad Boggs' business there. Just walk in, punch in your code, and walk out. And tell them thank you.
Yeah, because you owe me so many pizzas.
I really do. I need to start. As a matter of fact, I'm going to punch one in, and it'll be waiting for you. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Indians. They trail at 7-0 to Hinds. Davis, plenty of time to throw.
Wide
open.
open.
It up to the sideline, and it's caught across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Good patience on the part of Davis. Was able to find Zay Davis for a big pickup there on 1st down.
What he had right there was plenty of time. When you got plenty of time back there from your blocking for your O-line, he had plenty of time. He's able to stand back there, find the open receiver. Zay Davis was actually out there, and he was just able to slip around there, and he found the open area.
25 yards on that reception by Davis as there's a handoff to the running back in the backfield. That's going to be Jalen Foster. He battles his way forward, and that's going to be a gain of 5, and the Indians up in the tempo once again, wanting to hurry. The officials step in front of him. The Indians didn't make a substitution, so no reason you can stop them there. And it's going to be play action this time to the outside. Going to try to lower his head. Gets by 1. Slips through another tackle. Beautiful block on the sideline. 5. Touchdown, Indians.
Great blocking by Trey Gunn right there on the edge. It was set up as a little screen to...
Oh, there's a flag down.
Come on. Surely not.
Well, right now it's a 30-yard touchdown pass. And I apologize for everyone's speakers that I just blew out there in North Mississippi, listening here on Super Talk Mississippi.
It's on them.
So this play is going to stand.
They're going to pick the flag up.
Yeah.
They're picking the flag up.
Oh.
Well, let's see what they say.
Touchdown.
But the Indians respond with a 30-yard touchdown pass as that was reeled in there by Tyron Mosley. But, Brad, you said it. It was the block of Trey Gunn that really opened that one up, and it was a face mask call.
It's going to be on the kickoff.
And so the Indians just an extra point away from tying this one up with 10:34.
So they're going to enforce it on the kickoff. But, yes, great blocking downfield right there by Zay Davis to ensure that. So wide receivers out there doing an excellent job blocking those DBs.
Snap's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-7 is your score. 10:34 to go until halftime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here in Raymond. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 10:34 to go here until halftime. 7-7 is your score after that 30-yard touchdown strike. Indians defense do a great job, sets up the offense. And, guys, that's how you take care of business.
No doubt about it, Adam. We were down 7-0. They had the ball under some adversity on the road, found a way to tie this ball game up. We got a new ball game, 10:34 until half, 7 apiece.
Yeah, it looks like a little update from what I'm seeing. There's a weather delay on the Colin at Oklahoma game right now, and they're starting the second quarter there at Northeast, 7-7 with East Central. And that's the only updates I've got. Well, Pearl River and Northwest in the first, no score for either right there.
So the Indians set to put a foot into this Guaranteed Bank kickoff. It's going to be a deep kick into the end zone. Fair catch is taken. And so it'll be 1st and 10 coming up here for the Eagles. We also have a score update for volleyball as they trail 2-0 after dropping the second set at Pellissippi, 25-17. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here, but then they're going to have to mark off the penalty yardage after the face mask. So we'll see if that's going to be a half the distance. Or did we move it? No, we moved it up on the kick. Okay.
Yeah, it was assessed on the kickoff.
That's the reason why it went so deep in the back of the end zone. Yeah. Come on, Adam, pay attention. 10:33 to go here. So we lost a second on a fair catch call. It'll be 1st down and 10. 2 receivers on the far side of the field, staying in that same formation with a up back, and now a man coming in motion across the field. It's going to be a handoff to the lone running back in the backfield, slips past the line of scrimmage, and is going to go forward for a solid gain of 1st down. And so a good pickup there by the Eagles.
No doubt about it. They got 5 yards, 2nd and 5, clock running, 10:20 until halftime. ICC 7, Hinds 7, opening game of football season. The weather's been a little bit rough tonight. The rain's finally stopped. Cooled us down a little bit. And our defense has stepped up. They need to step up again.
That's exactly right. Been a hot defense tonight for us.
2nd down and 6 now. Hinds dropping back to pass. Thought about throwing, and there's going to be another sack.
Yeah, he was looking to go deep right there. He was winding up, and he just took too much time if you're Hinds. Of course, he didn't have an open receiver, and ICC still penetrating back there in the backfield enough to get him down for another sack, Mr. Ingram.
Great job by Scott and Methven, who's made several sacks along with them. Good job by our interior defensive line in the last 2 or 3 series.
So a loss of 5 on the play, bring up 3rd down and 11 now here for the Eagles. 9:35 to go until halftime here in Raymond. You want to be sure and stay tuned. We'll have a special halftime show coming your way. A previous performance from the ICC All-American Band. 3 receivers near side. Quarterback, that's where he wants to go. Pass is high, but complete. The defensive back thought it was going to be too high, but a great leaping catch that time by the Eagles, and he gets the ball out past midfield. And so just one of those, near midfield. They're actually going to say he stepped out of bounds sooner than that. It's going to be out at the 47-yard line, but it will move the chains for a 1st down.
Yeah, good route run right there by that receiver for Hinds. Did an excellent job there and was able to create some distance between him and the DB, enough to bring that pass down and get the 1st down.
So a fresh set of downs here for the Eagles. Looking to throw one more time. This time the bubble screen. Indians disrupted enough, was able to get out and make the play, and no gain on the reception.
Yeah, excellent job. Dylan Rousey, I know, was out there as a defensive back on the tackle. And so one of our preseason, again, All-Americans. And but good job right there by ICC stopping that one, no gain.
Clock running, 8:25 left until halftime, 7 apiece.
Second down and 10 now is the situation here for the Eagles. Ball still at the 47. Indians defense looking to step up once again. Plenty of time to throw this time. Goes deep, throws into double coverage.
Could be interception.
And the Indians pick that one off. And now makes one man miss. I believe this is Rousey with it, trying to get upfield, and that's going to be an interception for the Indians.
Yeah, he threw that one deep. ICC, he threw it in the double coverage, Adam, and ICC had 2 DBs back there, and all they had to do was read the pass, and he did. Basically just a center fielder out there to set up and camp up underneath it. Rousey made several interceptions last year for us, ran one back, I remember.
He can go now.
Yeah, he can go. He's got speed, and so excellent job right there. ICC's now going to get the ball back here with 8 minutes left here in the second quarter, and see if they can put some more points on the board for half.
My good buddy Greg Brown texting a roll tribe after that interception. As the ball out to the 25-yard line now. We're to be first down and 10. As the guys mentioned, just over 8 minutes to go here until halftime. 7-7 is your score. Davis still your quarterback. Comes in. He's going to drop back to pass. Pump fakes. Now he wants to dial up and go deep. He's going to throw into double coverage. And just through to that wrong side. The other shoulder. That's a pass, guys. 2 or 3 games and now later down the season. That's going to be good for 6.
Yeah, a good pump fake. It still, though, he had double coverage back there deep, Adam. But what he did is he just had 2 steps on him. He had 2 steps on both guys out there, the DBs, enough where that Ty could throw the ball down there. And, again, like you said, it was just wrong shoulder at that time. So, again, good throw in a sense right there as far as deepness. Just not the right opportune time right there, wrong shoulder.
So it'll be a second down and 10 now after that incomplete pass. 7:56 to go until halftime. Davis gets the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. Has a lot of room, dragging a guy with him, and that's going to be close to a first down, guys.
That's very close. I think
it'll be about a yard shy.
Well, and that's what happens when you start opening up. You get the ball going downfield, then you start opening back up the run right here. So because defenses have to go and look, and they say, well, they're going to call him short. It's going to be third and about two.
So third down and 2 here. Big down here for the Indians offensively. Even bigger now here for the Eagles on the defensive side. Indians have grabbed a little bit of momentum now. 7-7 is your score. 7:25 to go here in the first half. Indians surveying the defense. 8 seconds now on the play clock. Davis, your quarterback, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to the long running back in the backfield, and that's just not been going. And, guys, I don't know that he's looking up, because if he makes a cut to his right, he's got a hole that he could have ran through pretty easy there. I think he's just lowering his head and trying to get that short yardage.
No doubt about it. And Adam, also, Ty is going to have to pull it out of their gut sometime and take it himself. Run around the right end. We've got to have the quarterback run the ball a little bit to keep him honest, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, if that was a read play right there, that was one that definitely should have been pulled. And like you say, Adam, he could have easily taken it in that hole there, or that gap that was open on the right side right there. But again, if you're the running back, you should have better vision, and you should see that and be able to cut, too. So, Indians having to punt.
Drops the snap, and luckily no pressure being put on there by the Eagles. Able to get a foot into that one. It nails it to the sideline. And, guys, that was disaster waiting to happen.
We've got another.
Here we go. Again, I'm sorry, folks, but and I hate to keep harping on this, guys, but the officials have got to do something to get this stuff under control.
Again, you expect some chippiness in that first game, especially because guys are tired of hitting themselves and hitting teammates. But I'm with you, Adam. You've got to start getting it under control early, or it's going to get out of hand.
6:26 to go here until halftime. We're seeing where they're going to spot the football, and
they're saying it went out of bounds about right
45.
there.
Okay, so I see it now. So it'll be first down and 10 here. Best starting position of the evening here for the Eagles.
Adam, we need our defense to step up. They've stepped up all night. They stepped up all last year, and we need it again.
So the Eagles in the shotgun. They've pretty much been in that position all night. They did run out of the pistol once for the evening. Yes, it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. The Indians stack it up and wrap him up, and then the officials finally blow the whistle and call it dead, as that's going to be no gain on the play for the Eagles.
Yeah, forward progress got him back to the line of scrimmage, but again, good job by the Indians there in the box right there, stacking it up with your linemen and your backers.
Clock running, 7-7, 6 minutes until halftime.
Got to give a very special shout out, Tyler Kemp and Cassidy Kemp, checking in. They're getting ready to welcome the newest member of the ICC family. Want to wish them well, send them some love and prayers their way this evening.
Most definitely.
2nd down and 10. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Indians bringing some pressure.
That's another quarterback.
And, that's a new quarterback in the game, and he's able to scramble forward, slides down. Let's see where they're going to mark him down. Wow, that is not a good mark if you're a Hinds fan, as I thought he started his slide around the 49. They're going to mark him back to the 47.
That's Jabari Watson, Adam. Let's see who that is.
So Watson, maybe a little bit more swift of foot, able to avoid some of the pressure there.
Third and 8.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 is the situation. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw.
Good coverage downfield.
And the Indians come up with another sack. Oh, no, he's going to lob this one up, and
he's down.
You got to be careful.
Throw it.
Well, no, actually, it would have been good if he would have not called that because a lineman caught it.
Are they calling them forward motion down?
We got a player down right now, but they were saying he was down before he threw it.
Okay.
The whistle blew before he threw it.
Injury on the field. Let's take the injury timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back as we get set for Little Caesars punt here on 4th and 14. Indians bring pressure. Couldn't get to him that time as the ball's going to hit and roll forward. And I tell you what, the Eagles punter has been solid tonight as he's going to pin the Indians back to the 15-yard line. That one got about a 10-yard roll.
Am I seeing it? Is that Ty Davis that was returning that punt?
No, it's a different number.
I see it. Okay.
That's Damian Thompson.
Okay. I was like, good Lord, I've never seen a quarterback.
I've never seen a quarterback do that before, but hey.
Wow.
It's the first time for everything.
Yes. Okay.
He's going to catch it and then throw it back.
All right, Brad, it's 7-7, 4:41 left until halftime. We need a long drive, eat up the clock, need to go down the field 85 yards and get some points.
Absolutely.
1st down and 10 here for the Indians. As Jim mentioned, 7-7 is your score. Davis is still your quarterback. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Long running back to the right of Davis. Indians moving left to right on your radio dial. It is going to be a handoff. Now the cut up the middle. Makes one man miss, and he's going to fight forward, and that's going to be a big gain on the carry there for the Indians.
Yeah, excellent job of blocking right there by the offensive line, and they were able to create that hole enough for
that's Jalen Foster. Transfer from Georgia State.
That's right. Foster to slip into that gap right there and get the first down.
Indians going to try to run the quick screen out, and that is going to be good for a gain out about to the 32-yard line.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a read.
Yeah, Davis did a good read on that one as that was Reed on the reception, able to pick up 7 on the play. So it'll be a 2nd down and 3 situation. 4 minutes to go now here in the second quarter. 7-7 is your score.
And they go back to the 3 that trips over here on that side over there, which hasn't worked for the Indians tonight.
Davis this time is going to hand it off. Cuts up the middle. Nice job being patient, finding the hole, and drives forward. And they're going to say it's going to be good for the first down. And one of the Hinds players is going to have to come out of the game as his helmet came off in that situation. Move the chains for another first down here for the Indians.
Yeah, good call right there by ICC. Get the first down. Go ahead and start over with a fresh set.
Same set here. Trips near side. Davis out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. This time throws over the middle. He's got a man. Open. That's going to be Davis, and he can't reel that one in. Boy, he dove for it, tried to reel it in there, and I tell you what, guys, Zay Davis throwing fear to the side there, diving towards a defender that was charging in on him and just could not reel that one in.
Yeah, just a little overshot again right there, Adam, by Ty Davis. Just a little bit. He was open. Overshot him just a little bit right there. Again, in between defenders. Great job, great placement right there. But, those are the kinks we got to work out.
2nd and 10, 3:21 left until halftime. Indians have the ball. We're all tied, 7 apiece against Hinds.
Davis is the quarterback. 2 receivers now here on the near side. Looking to drop back to throw again. He's got a man. Oh, got a holding call downfield, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. Tell you what.
I saw it. Chris
Reed getting the business over there as the receiver loved him up a little bit. Had him wrapped up like a hug.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking with you. I looked up. Reed had a good route. He was running right there toward the sidelines, but didn't look like he was a victim of a hold.
Possession down, guys. 3rd down, 3rd and 10. 3:15 until halftime.
Need to get a chunk of the yardage. We'd love to get the first down, but need to get something positive here. See if we can pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt. Davis dropping back. Pressure coming. Loads up. Throws downfield's got a man.
Got him.
And it's caught. Oh! In and out of the hands of Mosley, and that's going to be one that Mosley would love to have back there, guys.
Yeah, that was Davis had him on the money right there. Now, that one was on money right there. Hit him in the hands. That was on Mosley right there as far as the drop right there, but it was definitely a great pass right there by Ty Davis downfield. Would have been a first down, possibly touchdown.
Just got to shake it off. Things happen. First game, shake it off. We'll get it back.
Hey, and one thing I like to see there is Ty Davis immediately coming down to his receiver, patting him on the head. Hey, we'll get that next time. So it'll be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. 4th and 10, 3:09 to go until halftime. Kick is going to be angled towards the side, and it's going to look like a Jim Ingram sandwich and back up 5 yards. And so everything that Hinds is kicking is rolling their way, and everything we kick backs up on us so far.
I was going to say, we're not getting that Hinds roll right now on our punts.
All right, Adam. We need to get a turnover here. 3 minutes till halftime. 7 apiece. 1st and 10 Hinds at their own 40-yard line. Our defense, Brad, needs to step up again.
We welcome those watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com as well as listening on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. And we want to remind you can go by and thank Max Home for sponsoring this evening's action here on the ICC Sports Network. 1st down and 10. 3 receivers here on the near side for the Eagles. Pistol formation. This time to give and tattooed would be an understatement there, as that was Alex Larry
from Greenwood.
Coming in, coming through, and dropping him for a loss of 1. That was one of those that you're happy you hold on to the football. So 2:35 and counting now, 2nd down and 11. Still that pistol formation. And this time the quarterback's going to keep it, try to get to the outside. He gets the corner, lowers his head, gets out across the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. Good read that time by the new quarterback in the game here for the Eagles. Put it in his belly. It was able to find the corner and get the edge and pick up a solid 7 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good read by Watson there for Hinds. He pulled it, did exactly what he should have done. ICC was focused on the back, didn't have anybody on the quarterback.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 3 situation. 2:10 to go here until halftime. 7-7 is your score. Quarterback rolling out once again. Now wants to throw over the middle. The pass is caught at the 40-yard line.
What a pass right there. He rolled to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback. Rolled to his left and was able to get the shoulder squared up enough to turn and throw it across the middle right there to the receiver, who was able to kind of come back and make the catch there. What a throw, what a catch. That's going to be a timeout by Hinds right there.
Or actually, they call it a 2-minute timeout.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Must be adding the same rule that we saw in college football last week as well. Guys, we'll keep it here with 2 minutes to go until halftime. 7-7 is your score. And I tell you what, the new quarterback in for Hinds, a lot quicker, so the Indians having to respect that speed, so not able to be as aggressive getting after the quarterback, and that's been able to open up some of those passing lanes as well.
Yeah, he's definitely his feet. He's definitely a little more agile on his feet than the prior quarterback, or it seems like right now. And so ICC's having to kind of watch whether, you got to be aware of 2 options with him, whether he can get the first down with his feet, get it with his arm. And, again, that was a good pass that he just threw right there, came back across and able to square those shoulders up and connect with the pass. Got him a first down here with 2 minutes to go here right before the half. So
defense going to step up.
You're exactly right, Mr. Ingram.
Do want to remind you, Bank Oklahoma is a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9. Tune in every Tuesday for the ICC Hour coming your way at 1 o'clock. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation at even 2 minutes ago until halftime. The ICC cheerleaders getting fired up with a chance of defense here below us. Handoff, no quarterback keeper this time. He's going to go for it. He is going to get rocked.
Paid for it.
That flag. Call there.
And now a late flag coming in on the play. A Hinds player losing his helmet once again, so we'll have to see what this flag is for here. Looks like a gain of 3 on the play, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is in this situation. And really no, looks like it's going to be against Hinds.
Looks like it. Yes.
They had a.
Okay, so illegal participation is the call. Said that once his helmet came off, he continued with the play.
My goodness.
So once your helmet comes off, you kind of have to give up on the play. So.
My goodness.
That's like a young Brad Boggs out there. I don't need no helmet. Let me go down and block.
Lord, that penalty backed them up almost to their end zone. Looks like.
We don't see that penalty often.
I know it. I hadn't seen.
Hey, I like it right now. I like it.
ICC needed it because it's back on Hinds is now 46.
Yep. So 2nd down and 25 to go here for the Eagles. A big penalty, as you guys said. Quarterback's going to drop back. Plenty of time to throw. Now he's going to dance around a little bit more. Now pressure coming, and it's going to collapse. And it's going to be stopped by the Indians.
Well, and that's what happens when you've got good coverage downfield, Mr. Ingram. You're able to do that. That gives the defensive, the line and the backers time to get to the quarterback.
Do we call timeout here? It's 3rd and 30. I might call timeout.
Well, we'll see.
I'm not going to do it.
We only have 1 timeout left, so they're going to let not to. So it's going to be 3rd down and halfway to Gluckstadt.
You call it if we hold them here, Brad.
Hold them here. Hold them here, yes. I'm with you.
3rd down and 28 is the situation. And they're going to just do a delayed draw, and the Indians sniff it out. Call it. Timeout. Beautiful play there, as that was Tony Lucius coming up and making the play. And looks like the Indians are going to elect to possibly let this one run out, and that's what it's going to do.
Okay, that's fine.
The play clock and game clock are actually just about in queue. So it looks like we're going to go to halftime with the score at 7-7.
I like it.
He's running the punt return team out there just in case.
Eagles are hanging out over there on the sideline saying we ain't going to kick it. As we'll head into the Little Caesars halftime report, we'll take a quick timeout, come back with some thoughts on the first half, and then have a performance from the ICC All-American Band coming your way here, part of Little Caesars halftime show. Your score 7-7 here at the break. Back with more right after this.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back to the Little Caesars halftime show. The best thing about being a member of the ICC family is no matter where we go, we're always going to find an alumni coming out. Jordan Allen stepping in the ICC Alumni Association and broadcast booth up here to show us a little bit of love and give everybody a hug. And guys, always good to see those former ICC family members.
No doubt about it. Jordan was an outstanding student, still doing good things, and we're glad to see her tonight. I'm going to get a hug in just a few minutes, I hope.
Yeah, you see, if Jim don't get a hug, then everything is wrong with the world.
That's right.
But real quick, guys, 7-7 is your score here at the break. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, again, slow start in a sense, but again, first game jitters. We're going through that. We're going through the first game jitters. We're going through first time that they're able to, again, make contact with another team, both sides. Some stuff to clean up. I'm sure that's what they're talking about at halftime right now is cleaning up some of the things. Missed passes, some missed opportunities downfield. Some by Ty as far as just a little overthrowing, but of course we saw that last one down there drop. So there's been some opportunities, Mr. Ingram, to where ICC could have even gone ahead here before the half. It just hasn't happened for them. Again, just some simple little things. ICC really hasn't been penalized a lot. Hinds has. That's helped ICC as well. Defensively, I think we played strong. Hinds, entered that new quarterback, and he did, start causing a few little issues for ICC. They're still able to get back there to him. We've had several quarterback sacks. So, again, the pressure is back there. Doing a great job with coverage downfield right now, again, with ICC and their defense in the secondary. So, yes, if you're a coach going into halftime, you're pretty happy with what you're seeing at this point. But, yes, we want to see that we got to improve. We know we got things we need to improve on. We got to get better on to win this football game.
No doubt about it. And, Brad and Adam, let me say this. We faced adversity on the road, down 7-0, and they had the ball. We came back, tied this ball game up. I think the momentum's on our side. I like where we sit, 7-7 at halftime. Need to come out with a strong second half.
Got former Lady Indian basketball player Ari here. She's now a member of the JSU basketball team, coming by and saying hi here at halftime. 7-7 is your score. We're going to take a timeout, come back and listen to the ICC All-American Band and more, part of the Little Caesars halftime here in Raymond.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Itawamba Community College is proud to present the 2023 ICC All-American Marching Band. Straight from the era that brought us tight-rolled jeans and the CD-ROM, we are thrilled to bring you this year's program, Bright Night. Traveling back in time 41 years, we open our program this evening with the Michael Jackson hit Thriller. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. Now, hold on to your parachute, parents and lab diggers, as the band performs the theme song from the 1985 movie Weird Science, featuring our 2023 Indianette dancers. In 1988, the fantasy horror comedy film Beetlejuice hit the big screen with gnarly reviews. Now we invite you to sit back and chill to the bodacious beats of the theme song from Beetlejuice, featuring the ICC percussion section. Then turn up the volume for Alice Cooper's Feed My Frankenstein, followed by the epic 1984 theme song for Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Interlomas Community
Commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best story here.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we put the brakes on the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC 7, Hinds 7, and a very excited first half of play. Before we take a look at our thoughts for the second half, let's take a look at some scores throughout the league. They're still in a weather delay between Colin and Coahoma. Northeast leading East Central 14-7. That was with 3 minutes to go until halftime. Southwest is up 7-0 over Holmes. That was about halfway through the first quarter. East Mississippi and Gulf Coast has been delayed, so it'll be an 8 o'clock start there. Jones and Delta 10-0. That was just starting the second quarter. And Northwest over Pearl River, who ICC will see next week, 10-7. That was with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. So those are a scoreboard update being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. And guys, before we kick things off here in the second half, what are some of your second half keys to victory being brought to you by Bank of Okolona?
Well, we've got to clean up some of the miscues. I think, that's obvious. But, they're just not so horrible that they're just terrible miscues, but they are keeping us from scoring, advancing, whatever, or moving the ball down the field or converting on a third down, whatever. So we got to clean up the miscues if possible. Again, penalty-wise, I don't have all the stats in front of me at all, but I don't really think penalties have killed us at this point. So good, clean football on that end. It's just some of the first game jitter miscues, as I call it, Mr. Ingram, that all teams normally are going to experience, because you're going to fine-tune this as you go along throughout the season. Game 2 is going to be better than game 1. Game 3 is going to be better than game 2. And so you just got to start fine-tuning this. But that's what you want to do. Keys to victory tonight to finish this thing out is be strong, continue to play solid defense, but clean up the miscues.
I agree with you, Brad, and this is very important. We're going to get the ball here in the third quarter. It's 7-7. We're down 7-0. We came back, fought through that. I'd love for us to get a good drive here. Sure, we'd love a touchdown or a field goal, but let's get a good drive, get some first downs, get our confidence for our offense. Got a great ball game going here. Again, it's halftime, ICC 7, Hinds 7.
Quick timeout. Back with the second half here on the ICC Sports Network right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back as we're just moments away from the start of the second half here. ICC 7, Hinds 7. And the Indians will receive the opening kickoff to start the second half here. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs, Jim Ingram, Cal Brown, Raphael Henry, and Casey Smith. All on hand here for the ICC Sports Information Department, along with Coach Andy Kirk. He's our sideline reporter tonight, but due to the weather, we don't have a whole lot of sideline reporting going on, but he has been able to text us some updates throughout there. Had no injury updates for the first half, so that's another good sign for the Indians.
Have you explained to the crowd who Casey is yet?
So it's a good point. It's a good point. She's annoying. No, I'm kidding. Casey is our newest member of the ICC Sports Information team. She is taking photos of tonight's games. You can see her photos and other photos, but see her photos at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. Don't forget the Dr. Brad Boggs special, 2 for $2 for those that would like to download.
Just mention my name and you get that special.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Very nice of you, Brad.
Well, I try to help out as much as I can.
I like that.
I love a good deal.
And again, for those that are watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, we're having to run a bare bones setup tonight as we are under the tent here in Raymond. As weather, we couldn't get on the field till about 5:30 due to lightning. As we're just moments away from this kickoff, but so we had to rush to get the setup, and I understand there was a little bit of weather issues with our start to the show on Super Talk 101.9, so we do welcome those that are listening there as well. So the Eagles of Hinds getting set to kick off right to left on your radio dial. The Indians will be turning, obviously, left to right. As the kick is on its way, it's a low-line drive kick, and it's going to be taken at the goal line by the Indians. And he's going to try to return it up the middle. Now gets a seam, tries to bounce to the outside, makes one man miss. Now he's looking for a block, but there's a flag down. getting to the outside, down to about the 45-yard line. But unfortunately, guys, I'm afraid this one's going to come back. Coming back.
Yeah, when you cut across the grain like that, and I know he's trying to break free, and that was Mosley over there. He's trying to get free away from the tacklers, but when you cut across the grain like that, you're a lot of times you're going to run into a hold situation because your wall is set up on this side over here, and they're cutting it back across the grain. Not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but you can run into a hole.
So that will be a penalty on the Indians, so negates a great return to start the second half. The ball will be marched back halfway to the goal, or half the distance to the goal, I should say. And so the ball should be right around the 10-yard line. And so it will be a first down and 10.
Adam, all we need to do is go 90 yards here with a drive. Let's do it.
Okay, I like it.
That's all?
That's all.
Good run up the middle right there.
Good start, 3 or 4 yards.
And that's one thing the Indians have done a good job of for tonight. Except in that short yardage whenever we need that 1 yard or 2 yards for the first down. The Indians have popped off about 3 to 4 yards a carry. And you like that as an average per carry. And so now to be a second down and 7 situation.
Yeah, and it's been with different backs, too. It hasn't been with the same running back.
Davis is still your quarterback, looking to throw. Now loads up, goes deep, and has Davis for the first down.
Good pass. Great pass by Ty Davis. Triple coverage. He found the seam. He sat down on it, caught the pass. First down, Brad.
Yeah, Hinds got a player down. Probably cramps, looks like, but I can't tell. But you're right. Found the seam, and that's what you got to find. Yes, routes, you run them for a reason. You run them to get open and all that. But you got to find that seam. Ty was, and the line's got to do a good job back there. And that's the key, is the offensive line doing a good job of holding back on that D-line to give Ty enough time to find, and the receiver to find that open seam. And they did it. They connected right there. Big first down.
Y'all, that was huge. We were back at our 10-yard line.
Sure.
Now we're got a 20-yard gain, got a first down, got a little momentum here. Ball game's tied 7 apiece. 14 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, got breathing room, and that's what you want. Now you're out. You got breathing room back there. Your back's not up against the wall in the end zone here. Your playbook also opens up a little bit more here now that you got some room to breathe. And so the gentleman that was down again, he's walking off on his own power. I believe it's probably just a cramp. It was Preston Clendon.
Hey, you got it right.
I said that right because the PA guy said it after me. I was stepping out there on my own that time.
Let me say this.
Say it.
Brad and Adam, I'm so proud. Look at all our fans that made the trip tonight.
Great turnout.
3-hour drive from Fulton at least, and they're here supporting the team. Great crowd tonight for the Indians.
And thank the cheerleaders for coming down as well. Did a great job. Got a big cheer squad down there cheering.
First down and 10, pressure coming. Davis absolutely tattooed and
that should be
overthrown, and they're asking for the flag, and they're not going to get it. And you guys say it should have. I'm going to agree with the official on that one, as both guys were kind of pushing and shoving down the field. As Davis, though, stood in the pocket and took an absolute shot, and still nearly put that one on the money.
Right.
Well, I like the shots downfield. That is going to reset your defense. When you take these shots downfield, that's what ICC was not able to do a lot of last year. Hopefully that changes this year.
This is a new look for the Indians. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Now a man goes in motion that way. And it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. That's going to be number 3, Foster, on the carry there for the Indians. Minimum gain of about 3. So it'll be a third down and 7 situation coming up here for the Indians. Guys, can't remember, but I want to make sure I do give this shout out. Nicole Pierce checking in this evening along with Coach Carson Owens, the new softball coach at ICC. Both of the Roll Tribe trying to help cheer the Indians to victory here.
We appreciate that. Appreciate everybody listening and watching tonight. Support our Indians.
Third down and 7, 13:20 to go here in the third quarter. 7-7 is your score.
Blitz. And they backed off. Now they brought it
outside
back.
Snap and good read. Just couldn't quite get him to turn upfield quick enough, as that was intended for Foster. And if Foster reels that one in, he's just got to make one man miss, and he's going to be off to the races.
Well, again, as I said, Hinds was showing blitz, so the outside backer, he backed off. Then, yes, he came. Outside backer got through. Ty made a decent throw right there, got around him right there to the running back. Just wasn't able to connect.
Right. Not a bad throw.
No.
Not a bad throw at all.
So it'll be 4th down and 7 now. Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. So ICC unable to get anything going on the opening drive of the second half. Good snap, no pressure from the Eagles. High kick, center of the field, and it's going to hit, and again, bounce backwards. And the Indians will down it right around the 46, 47-yard line.
39, Adam, 39.
Yep, I see it now. I got a Raphael Henry in my way, so I can't see the field. Appreciate Ralph. He's running the camera for us tonight here. Always doing a good job for the live stream is Raphael. And we talked about some of the alumni. Raphael's boy was here earlier. Elijah coming up in the house, coming by to say hi. So it'll be a first down and 10. It's going to be a handoff.
Good
Indians
play.
in the backfield to make the play.
Yeah, again, good job right there in between the tackles, in the box right there. ICC standing up the run, nothing gained right there. So it's going to be a second down and 10.
That's an amazing spot for the Eagles. I thought they hit him and stacked him up for a loss of 1 on the play. But instead, they'll say it'll be second down and 10. 12:30 to go here in the third quarter. 7-7 is your score. Eagles moving right to left on your radio dial. Dropping back to pass. Pressure coming on the blind side. Steps up, throws over the middle.
Good
and
defense.
A beautiful defensive play that time by number 3. If that's Jordan Johnson, they've got him listed as a linebacker.
That's Jordan Johnson, but again, I think he's in that hybrid role.
He played DB last year.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if he's a linebacker making that type of play, my goodness.
He's in that hybrid role right there, and that's the kind of defense the Indians runs, where you got that hybrid role, safety / linebacker. They can come up and make a hit anytime if needed, but they can also drop back in coverage.
I will say this, the SID might have also punched it in wrong. He could be a DB by trade. So it'll be third down and 10. Pressure coming from the Indians. Over the middle, and the pass just too high. And, boy, I tell you what, that was a good-looking throw, but a great stop there by Zach Pratt. And so it'll be a punting situation coming up with fourth down and 10 here for the Eagles.
Well, the coverage was good enough that where the quarterback could only throw it in one area where the guy could bring it in. And it was out there on the outside, Mr. Ingram, and, of course, it was just too far out of his reach. So not a bad pass, but, again, good enough coverage by ICC where it just wasn't an easy throwing catch.
No doubt about it. Our defense has stepped up, playing well. We're still tied 7 apiece, 12-15 left in the third quarter.
Getting set for a Little Caesars punt here. The Indians bring it up the middle, and my goodness, I feel bad for those guys that's on that back line, as that's going to be a fair catch called at the 25. Hinds pretty much just lets the gate open. They've got 3 guys standing in front of the punter, but they have been just annihilated each time ICC sends somebody after the football, and eventually somebody's not going to want to take one of those hits. The Indians are going to get through and block one of these kicks.
Adam, let me say this. I want to give Damian Thompson credit. He's a freshman defensive back, kick returner. They've been kicking some high kicks. He's made great fair catches, doing a good job for us tonight.
So it'll be a first down and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. 12:06 to go here in the third quarter. 7-7 is your score. ICC working left to right on your radio dial for those listening on Super Talk Mississippi. Handoff is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. That's going to be number 21, Michael Allen. And Allen storms forward for the gain of 10. That'll move the chains.
Good running by Allen tonight. We've seen 2 or 3 good runs by him. That one right there, a great run. Again, good decision making in the open gap there, but also took a hit and kept going. Legs kept churning. Got the first down. Good job.
And another player from Hinds is going to have to check off from one play as the helmets come off. We've seen that for a couple of times tonight for both teams. Indians with it now, first and 10. Give is going to be to Michael again. He's going to try to go forward, and this time he's going to be tripped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Gain of maybe 1 by Allen. Or excuse me, they said Sultan.
That's Allen.
Yeah, that's Michael Allen on the carry.
Yes,
no doubt.
11:30 to go here. 7-7, still your score. Indians with the football. Second down and 9. Davis, your quarterback. This time dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. In and out of the hands of Chris Reed. And that would have been close for the first down. But that's one of those guys you got to haul those in.
Yeah, you got to haul those in right there. That's tough. I mean, again, yes, contact was going to be made when he caught it, and I knew he heard the footsteps, but you got to bring that in. Hit him in the hands. You got to bring that pass in. I'm going to say that would have been a first down, like you say, Adam, but if not, it would have been right there on the line.
We don't have enough offensive linemen out there. Call timeout.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Still plenty of time. 14 seconds on the play clock. Good eye that time on the part of Mr. Ingram. 3rd down and 9. Davis dropping back to pass. Throw over the middle. Pass is complete to Davis, and that's going to be a first down for the Indians.
Good job of staying in the pocket right there by Davis, Mr. Ingram. He had pressure coming right at him. He faced it and threw the ball in the middle right there for the first down.
Good job, and he got knocked down, and the Hinds player helped the quarterback up. I like the sportsmanship.
Indians in that hurry-up style of offense. Trips here on the near side. Davis throws this one out.
Screen.
And makes one man miss. Now tries to get to the outside. And a shoestring tackle, or that would have been a big-time play, as that was Chris Reed that reeled that one in. Hinds player have to check out once again. That's the same player for Hinds that his helmet's come off twice already here on this drive. Might need to tighten up that chin strap a little bit. So a gain of 5 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 5 situation. 10.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 is your score. The Indians marching downfield. Davis, your quarterback. We have movement on the Indians. And so that'll back them up now to be a 2nd down and 10 situation. And guys, we've seen it for both teams tonight. Unfortunate penalties kind of stalling out and killing some drives.
Yeah, I mentioned, of course, hadn't been a lot of penalty killers for ICC.
No.
There were. We didn't have that drive killer earlier, as I called it. And right there, definitely a costly penalty. It does bring up now 2nd and 10, so it negated that 5 yards that we had.
We're going to overcome that. We're going to get the first down.
I'm with you.
Have faith, man.
I got faith.
So 2nd down and 10 is the situation now here for the Indians. Coming up on 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Timeout.
And Coach Ellington not liking what the Indians had there as he was jumping up and down, trying to get someone to switch, and then eventually calls the timeout. First charge timeout here in the first half. So, guys, the Indians marching down the field. In doing so, we want to take a minute to remind you of some more of our sponsors. Bank Oklahoma, John Harrod and all the fine folks out there at Bank Oklahoma, proud to sponsor tonight's action here on the ICC Sports Network, along with Max Home. If you're looking for a job, they're hiring. They're in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. That's Max Home, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. 10:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 is your score. We do have a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update as volleyball drops a 3-1 decision at Pellissippi this evening. We want to wish them a safe trip home as they'll be traveling back from Knoxville. Soccer will be in action over the weekend. Women's soccer for sure will be playing this weekend as they're on the road as well. So 2nd down and 10 now here for the Indians. Davis is your quarterback. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Pressure coming to the outside. Little delay handoff, and there's a face mask.
That's horse collar. Got to be horse collar, face mask.
A little bit of everything that time as 2 flags come in, and
horse collar definitely on that.
Horse collar, that's got to be.
It looked like he got grabbed by the face mask and the horse collar there, as that was Allen on the carry. He goes forward for a gain of 2 on the play, but we'll see what the officials talk about and call this one here.
Well, there's an excellent play call right there because they had the blitz, and they read that blitz, and ICC handed the football off, had plenty of open space right there, and all they could do was commit the penalty.
So a 15-yard penalty on the face mask, and that will move the ball down to the 34-yard line. We're to be 1st down and 10. We talk about penalty stalling a drive. Well, that's a big penalty to help extend the drive here for the Indians. 1st down and 10. Inside 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 is your score. Indians send a man in motion. Davis, that's where he wants to go. It's to Zay Davis. Caught! Zay Davis with the catch.
What a throw, what a catch.
What a throw, what a catch, and good blocking. What an offensive play.
That was beautiful. Sent him in motion, timed up the throw, dived out, and caught it. Reeled it in at the 6-yard line. And we're to be 1st and goal now here for the Indians.
Yeah, downfield, going downfield. That opens up your playbook more.
So now the Indians with it. Want to send a man in motion. Davis fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the tight end, in and off the hands of number 84 that time for the Indians. That's Ethan Minor. Good play call, just couldn't quite reel that one in. 2nd and goal now from the 6.
Yeah, it would have been short. They were on him, had good coverage on Minor. Even if he'd pulled in the catch, reeled it in. But, again, it was a good pass right there, just kind of went off the hands.
Good pass, it did.
I'll tell you what, there's two parents here trying to will the Indians into the end zone. It's the chance, and now the cheerleaders and the rest of the crowd getting behind them. 9-10 to go here. Indians with it, 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle. Trying to fight forward and nothing doing there as he's going to get down to about the 3, maybe 4-yard line. We're going to be a 3rd and goal situation now here for the Indians. Looks like another player from Hinds is cramping up out there, so going to get an injury timeout on the field. Injury timeout on the field. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7 is your score. 8:56 to go here in the third quarter. But the Indians knocking on the door. Good to see the young man from Hinds able to get up and walk off on his own power, only cramping right there. So, guys, 3rd down and goal from the 3. A lot of things you can do in this situation.
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, we've been successful running between the tackles tonight. But, you know, you got to think that Hinds may be looking at that. Of course, ICC's gone to the air here a lot lately. You know, your playbook's open. You definitely, the ball's in your court, and there's nothing to say that this is the end of it, and they go for a field goal after this, you know.
Correct. So the Indians with it now. Man in motion going across the screen. Now we'll cut back in. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to try to fight this one forward, but Hinds' defense steps up big.
Brad, I think you kick it here. Take the lead.
And it looks like the Indians are trying to figure out what they want to do here.
I'm with you. I go for the points at this point in time in the game. I go for the points.
I think we're that's what the Indians look like they're going to do here. They're going to sit the kicking team onto the field here. Guys, you got to give credit. Hinds did a great job standing up and bending and not breaking after giving up that big pass play to Zay Davis. Boy, if they can hold the Indians out of the end zone and only hold them to 3 would be a big stand here for the Eagles. 20-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Indians. The kick is up, and the kick,
he got it,
is good.
Needed that. Need some confidence there.
10-7, ICC with the lead. 8:05 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of the timeout there. 10-7 is your score. 8:05 to go here. Burciaga with the 20-yard field goal to put the Indians up in this one. Guys, good drive. Would have liked to have seen 6 on the board or 7, but instead you'll take the 3.
We'll take it, Adam. First lead of the season. First lead tonight. Defense been playing well. As you mentioned, 8:05 left in the third period. Indians 10, Hinds 7.
Well, and that's what you want. You know, the offense spent a good time on the field right there coming out of the second half. So great job there by the offense to dominate there and stay on the field a lot and keep your defense off the field.
Ball's going to be taken at about the 13-yard line. Slips through, and one man to beat here. Makes him miss, but good recovery by the Indians, as that was a touchdown-saving tackle there by Jamal Cooperwood. Big-time return on the short kick, and that's what the Eagles needed there after giving up that field goal.
And that's not what ICC needed, because what you've done now is you're giving away, and now they're going to have great field position, and they're going to be on Etowama's side of the field.
So the ball is going to be at the 46-yard line after the big return. Eagles trailing this one 10-7 to the Indians. 7:57 to go here. First down and 10. Ball on the positive side of the 50 at the 46.
All right, they brought 5 back out. Donahue for Hinds, the quarterback.
He's going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Pockets breaking down. Now he's going to scramble Tries to get rid of it, and he does throw it away, but he does take a lick as he was throwing the football. So good coverage downfield by the Indians secondary. And looks like ICC players now starting to cramp as that was Gray on the pressure, and he is going to have to get stretched out across the way. Injury time out on the field. Let's take it with him and be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy! Cheers to us! We did it! And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad.
Yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Welcome back. High snap, handoff in the backfield, and the Indians stack him up at the line of scrimmage. Great job there, as I believe that was number 15, Tony Lucius. Again, we've called his name a lot tonight for the Indians.
Yeah, and Dunn, too, defensive back.
He came up and gave a big lick.
Gave a big lick. Right. Again, inside the tackles, inside the box. Indians have done a good job so far tonight on the run.
Favorable spot. They actually gave him a gain of 1 on the play. Quarterback rolls out. Wide open was the wide receiver, but as Brad mentioned, flag down on the play, so we'll have to see what goes on here. Looks like it's going to be just shy of the first down but we said a flag down, and the officials are going to talk this one over across the way.
It was the far official over there on the sideline of Hinds over there that threw the flag. 8 yards on the game.
I think I'd take the penalty because it'd be 4th and 1 or 2. I'd like to see 3rd and 10 or 12. If it's against them.
Waiting for the officials to figure out what. There they go. Illegal motion is the call against the Eagles, so negate that penalty. The Indians will accept it and will step it off 5 yards from the previous spot of the foul. So it'll be moving the ball back to the 50 now. It'll be a 3rd down and about 14 here for the Eagles. 7:17 to go in the third quarter. ICC leading Hinds 10-7. Eagles with the football. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Quarterback stepping back to pass. Forced up out of the pocket. Now dancing around. Scrambles. Has a man open, and the Indians come up and make the play. But it's going to be a question is going to be about a 3 yards short of the first down. So the Indians did a good job of coming up and making the tackle. But Hinds has done a good job of kind of fixing their routes and going short. Look, they're going to let it go for it here on a 4th and a long 2.
Well, they just kind of get those receivers out there, and they just kind of slip into the open spot out there. They just find it. Again, when ICC can bring that pressure on the defensive line or from the backers, and the quarterback doesn't have time, it's a different story.
So 4th and a long 2, short 3 here. The chance of defense filling the air here and from the ICC faithful. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Quarterback in the shotgun with the running back to his left. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw over the middle. Dropped. And the Indians bend but don't break. And here we go again. A lot of pushing and shoving going on after the play. And again, like we say this, and I'm going to try to be fair in saying this. Players' first game of the year. A lot of times officials' first game of the year. But we saw a lot of that in the first half, guys. We really need to get that kind of hemmed up before going into week 2.
No doubt about that. And you don't want to get a 15-yard penalty after you made a big 4th down stop. Very true.
Coaching opportunity there next week is now ICC gets the turnover on downs. 1st down and 10. They lead it 10-7, 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. Davis, your quarterback. 2 running backs on both sides of him. Now a man goes in motion. Davis looking downfield, don't have anything. Now we'll check down. Makes the pass complete and reeled in that time. That's going to be Sutton on the reception and moves the ball out to about the 44-yard line. Gain of, let's call it 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 now for the Indians.
Brad, I've seen a lot of improvement from Ty Davis, looking off receivers, looking at different receivers. checking out the field, doing a good job.
That's what I was exactly fixing to say, Mr. Ingham. Did an excellent job. Went to his last route right there, but he was able to check them and check everybody down, as y'all said. Hit his last receiver, got positive yardage out of it.
So let's call it 2nd down and 4 now. Inside 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Handoff is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. The Eagles sniffed that one out. No gain on the play, as I believe that was Sultan on the carry.
Yeah, not getting much right now inside the box. We've gotten some inside the box for ICC, running it in between the tackles. Right now, it's not there.
Third quarter, 5:35 clock running. Indians up 10-7 over Hinds. Opening game of the football season.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 4 situation here. ICC, as Jim mentioned, up 10-7 inside. Coming up now inside 5.5 to play. Tried to draw him off sides. He was able to get back. Wants to go deep. That's got to be pushing.
That's got to be.
I know he's going to say he stepped out of bounds, but he was pushed out of bounds. And so the officials letting him get away with a little bit of pushing and shoving going down the field as Coach Krajewski down there trying to plead the case as well, saying, come on, he was pushed out of bounds.
Got to punt here. Got to punt.
Oh, yeah. No, ain't no doubt. You're punting right here.
And so it'll be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. Good job by the Eagles defense, at least forcing the Indians into a punting situation right now. It'd be beautiful if they jumped off sides for us to give us that free 1st down. So waiting the snap. Good one. No pressure. Plenty of time to kick. High kick. Fair catch called for and taken. It fumbled. Loose ball on the field. Who's got it? It's a scramble for it right here. The officials are going to have to dig this one out. And no signal yet. And looks like, Jim, you're right on that situation. Boy, that was almost disastrous for the Eagles there as he called the fair catch. Kind of bunny hopped when he went to make the catch. And unfortunately, the Indians just couldn't fall on top of it. So the Eagles dodge a big bullet there. The ball will be spotted at the 21-yard line. 5:04 to go here in the third quarter. ICC up 10-7. Opening week of MACCCCCCC football.
Bunch of C's.
A lot of C's. I like it.
1st down and 10 now here for the Eagles. Quarterback rolling out to the far side, goes to the flat. Pass is complete.
Nice hit.
But a nice hit to immediately make the play across the way, as that was number 23 on the play, Eggerson, making the tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be short, so it'll be about a
5-yard gain, I believe. 2nd and 5.
Looks like part of the halftime adjustments for the Eagles offense is to tell the quarterbacks to stop looking for the long ball and go to your check down routes, and they've done a good job of that so far here throughout the second half.
Yeah, so far that's what they've been hitting, like you say, is those check down routes, those shorter routes. So we're going for those longer routes, those deeper routes, holding the ball too long in the first half.
2nd down and 4 now here. And it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield, and the Indians make the play.
Nice job.
Again, nothing brewing really right now for either team running the ball in between the tackles.
So no gain on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 situation now. Big defensive play here for the Indians coming up. Actually a big play in the ball game right now. 4:10 to go. 10-7 ICC with the lead. Eagles would hate to go a quick 3 and out. Dropping back to pass. Pressure. Plenty of time now. Throw over the middle and caught.
Right.
What a catch.
Great pass.
Pass and catch. Give him credit.
Good, but ICC was giving him the business defensively. He was able to shake off the defender and reel that one in and move the chains.
Well, he was on his heels. The DB was there on his heels. It's just, I mean, it was a perfect pass and a perfect catch. I mean, great job right there behind.
So that'll move the chain. The ball will go out to the 44-yard line. 1st down and 10. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield. The Indians sniff it out and had him for a second, but then lost him. And a great run there, not giving up on the play, and he's going to get the ball out near midfield. Thought it was going to be a loss on the play, but instead turns into a very impressive gain of 5.
Yeah, it didn't wrap him up. Of course, you know, easier said than done sometimes back there when they're falling, but didn't wrap him up. 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 5 is the situation now here for the Eagles. Indians lead it 10-7 with 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun, dropping back, pressure coming, steps up, goes deep. He's got a man, but overthrows him. And that was a break for the Indians, because if he puts that one on target, that's 6.
Yeah, he was going deep right there. Safety did read over on that, but went for the shorter route. And so you're right. It was basically one-on-one coverage out there, and our guy was a little behind. So good thing it was a deep ball that was overthrown.
Big play here. 3rd and 5, 3 minutes left in the third period. We're up 10-7. Hinds driving, got the ball at their own 49-yard line. 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
3 receivers here on the near side of the field. Quarterback gets the low snap. Indians bringing pressure. Picked up nicely by the Eagles. Throw over the middle of the field, and that one's too far again. Don't want to make that little push there at the end, though. If you're ICC, that could easily pull out a flag.
Now, that's going to bring up 4th, though. Again, good coverage downfield. ICC was not able to get to the quarterback. So Hinds doing a better job of protecting the quarterback, too, here in the second half than what they were in the first.
We're keeping our thought we were going to keep our defense on the field, but we are sending somebody back deep for a punt.
Well, not a bad idea, because if you're ever going to fake one, this would be the area to try to do so.
It's
4th and 5.
Watch the fake.
Damian Thompson back to receive the punt.
Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Eagles, if they elect to do so. Snap back, and the kick is away. Fair catch called and taken at the 15-yard line. That's where the Indians will have it 1st and 10. And, guys, this game so far has been a little back and forth. Anything you could do, I could do better so far in this one.
You're right, Adam, and good defense on both sides here. Indians up 10-7. Got back on our 15-yard line. Need a drive here, Brad. Need to get some more points. Flip the field here. Running out of time here in the third period. We got a 3-point lead. We need to score again.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Yeah, I mean, need to put more points on. Hinds needs to feel like their back's against the wall here, and definitely would love to put more points on the board, put more pressure on Hinds.
Davis is your quarterback. He's got a running back to his left, 2 receivers here to the near side. Handoff once again, and ICC is going to bully its way forward. That is going to be Michael Allen on the carry, and a minimum gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Adam, you're right. He only got 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 situation here. So we mentioned Indians lead it 10-7, moving left to right on your radio dial for those listening here on Super Talk Mississippi. 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Indians up by 3. Davis, your quarterback. 3 receivers here on the near side of the field. One-on-one coverage on the far side. Long running back in the backfield here for ICC. Davis throws this one out, and that one's just too tall. And through the hands of Tyron Mosley that time.
Yeah, trying to set up that quick wide receiver screen pass out there and pop throw there. And like you say, just kind of popped it up and it was a little too strong.
It's a big play here, Brad. If we don't make it here in this 3rd and 9 on 16, he'll be punting basically from the end zone.
So Davis with 3 receivers now on the far side of the field. Movement, but looks like Hinds able to get back. Throws up. It's just going to be one-on-one jump ball here. And again, the officials letting them get away with a lot of contact. And I'm not necessarily mad at that one not being called a pass interference either. It's both guys kind of pushing and shoving off each other.
No, I agree with you on that.
And so the pass incomplete.
It's tough here, guys. We got a punt from our end zone. Need a good punt here, guys.
There is a drone. You can't tell if it's above the field or just off the field. But the thing you need to get right now is a good snap if you're the Indians. Indians making some shifts on this Little Caesars punt. High snap, bobble for a second, and it's going to be, blocked. Was that blocked a little bit? It is. And so Hinds getting one of the biggest miscues, or taking advantage of one of the biggest miscues of the game so far here for the Indians as he kind of bobbled the snap, and that allowed the pressure to get to him. And so Hinds will have outstanding field position to start this drive.
Yeah, got a, like you say, they got a finger or two or palm or something on it, but just enough to where it did go forward. Got up in the air, but definitely where it's going to give them excellent field position.
They're on our 28-yard line. Defense needs to step it up here.
So 1st down and 10 now here for the Eagles. Best starting position of the night here for Hinds. 1:46 to go in the third quarter. ICC leading it 10-7. Eagles with 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Shotgun formation, running back to the right of the quarterback. And that's going to be a handoff, and there's the Indians making the, gets through one tackle. And then Rousey stays with it, misses the tackle to start with, and then makes it for a loss afterwards.
71, just push Rousey down.
Well, Jim, they hadn't been calling that all night, so they're at least consistent.
Yeah, Rousey did a good job coming up and making the initial contact on the play there. Unable, just to bulldog him down there in a sense, but able to get back up and still make the tackle. So excellent job, as usual, by Rousey back there to make the tackle and have a loss there.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 13 situation now. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Pressure coming across the middle. The Indians' pocket collapse around him, and there's another sack.
Yeah, good job. That's going to be, of course, you had 90 back there. Let's see,
that is Chuck Taylor. And then you also had Oral Gray coming in to finish things off there. Looks like we have a lineman cramping up here for the Eagles. That's a big loss there. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 13 situation. Injury timeout on the field. Let's take the injury timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see the young man from Hinds able to run off on his own power. Starting to see a lot of guys cramp late here in the game. 54 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a 3rd down and 20 situation here for the Eagles. Boy, if the Indians defense can come up with a big play here, it would be huge, especially after the semi-block punt on that last attempt by the Indians. You hear the crowd getting behind the ICC defense here. Eagles got pressure, forced out of the pocket. Now it's just going to have to throw this one away. Great job by the Indians defense to come up, push them backwards, and then put them in a possible punting formation.
Yeah, what do you do here? They got 4th and 20, but they got the ball at our 35, Brad. What do you do? Do you punt? Do you go for it?
If I'm them, I punt.
So they do a little pooch punt in this situation and
pin us back.
As far back as I am right there, I just don't see them getting the 1st down. If they, I got to pooch punt it. And try to pin me back. Hopefully, if I'm Hinds, pin us back as far as we can. Hopefully within the 5.
This is when we need that punt to roll forward, like we've seen his do earlier in the game. Maybe roll into the end zone a little bit here. We'll see what kind of touch the punter has here for Hinds on this Little Caesars punt. Low snap. Kicks this one high into the evening. And it's going to hit, and it's going to roll, and that's beautiful.
Did exactly what he wanted to do.
Down at the 3-yard line, hit and took a sideways roll. Again, Jim Ingram snickers because that's what his sandwich does every time he takes a swing with it.
Well, and that's good special teams play right there. Turning the ball before you punt it, knowing how you need to turn the ball to hopefully drop that in there and get the stop, Mr. Ingram. And that's what they did right there. Excellent job by Hinds.
30 seconds left until the 3rd period ends. We're still up 10-7 over Hinds. Hey, all we need to do is go about 97 yards here on this drive.
Is that it?
That's all we need to do.
Okay.
I like
Let's do it.
Well, is that easy?
Pretty easy.
I like it.
Let's do it.
So the Indians will have it 1st down and 10. Ball at the 3-yard line. Davis clearing out the backfield. Goes to the running back out there, caught in the flats, and will lower his head and puts the boom out about the 10-yard line. Good pickup there to get a little bit of breathing room for the Indians.
Yeah, I needed it. I'm with you, Adam. That play helps a lot. Even though he didn't get the 1st down, still helps a lot because that can change your playbook right there here on 2nd down.
No doubt.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 3 situation now for the Indians. ICC being a little bit more methodical on the offensive side of the ball once they start to get that lead as time runs out now. Indians will take a 10-7 lead into the 4th quarter. Can they hold on to this lead and pick up a win to start the season? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. ICC on the road at Hinds, leading at 10-7. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs, and Jim Ingram with the play-by-play here in Raymond. Raphael Henry running the camera for Let'sGoICCTV.com. Cal Brown updating social media between football and volleyball today. And Casey Smith on the sideline taking photos for ICCimages.com. Handoff is up the middle, makes one man miss. Now it's going to be off to the races. He's to the 40, 45, 50, and runs out of bounds in a big-time play there for the Indians.
No flags. Great play, guys.
Well, a great read there by Ty Davis, and he was able to read it that time to where he gave it, and he didn't pull it. And so excellent read right there on the part of Ty Davis to get the first down.
So they're going to say he stepped out of bounds just shy of the 45, so it's going to be at the 46-yard line, so bring him back a good bit there.
43-yard run, Adam.
That's Jalen Foster on the run.
Biggest run of the night for either team. ICC gets back to the line of scrimmage. 14-25 and counting now. The ICC faithful getting behind the Indians here. Davis, quarterback. Play action fake. Pass out. Nice screen pass down the sideline. It's going to lower his head.
Got a flag.
And there's going to be a flag down, so hold everything. As Reed with the reception. But we'll see what the penalty is here.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think we've got a flag on this.
I hope you're wrong.
Yep, I'm usually wrong, but I'm not this time.
And so that's going to back the Indians up in this situation. Tough break there for ICC. As that's, again, just stalling a little bit of that momentum. So a holding call. That's going to back them up down to the other side of the 50 now. So they go from 146 to the other 46. Is that right? No, other 44.
44.
So it'll be a first down and 20 situation now here for the Indians. Clock is rolling. 14 minutes, and now the clock is stopped. 10 seconds. And so the Indians with it now, first and 10. Handoff. Right side, and a good, strong run, dragging guys with him. He gets the ball just shy of the 50-yard line. And guys, right now, the clock, the friend of the Indians. You don't mind that. Picked up some good yardage and can really start eating away at the clock here with 13 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this one.
Yeah, it was Foster again on the run right there and did a good job. Again, Ty Davis reading and whether or not to pull that or not. And so good handoff right there. Good little gain right there here. Second down and 15, Mr. Ingram. So Indians taking their time here, rightfully so.
And again, Indians being very patient on the offensive end now, trying to work as much as that clock as they can. Leading this one by 3.
Pulled it.
Davis throws this one out, and a great read defensively there as Davis hauls it in, but a nice play by Hinds to knock him back for a loss on the play.
Yeah, it was a great job there by Clinton.
Loss of 1. Yeah. Loss of 2 now.
Clinton then came up and just made a great tackle right there, because had he not made the tackle, ICC would have been off. Right
3rd and 19, guys. 13 minutes left of the ball game. ICC 10, Hinds 7.
Right.
Air it out, man. Air it out.
Mr. Conservative coming out and saying,
we need to do
put
that.
this thing deep.
Now you got 3rd and 18.
It's going to be a deep pass and get a first down.
So 3rd down and let's call it 19. Got to get the ball just shy of the 35, but another penalty here, and that's going to be against the Indians.
Now, yes, you're right. Air it out.
Yep.
Got to.
We'll have to.
I mean, if you want the first down, air it out.
You got to throw a bomb just to get the first down here. 3rd and 24.
Well, the main thing is complete the pass.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get the first down, you can still eat up a lot of clock before you have to kick the ball away.
Well, and again, we were kidding about that. You don't have to air it out here. I mean, you might find some good short pattern. Them thinking we're trying to get the first down deep. Let's get a short pattern out here and get a lot of yardage. So, again, it's what you can find, the package here. But just don't make a huge mistake right here is what you don't want to do.
3rd and 24 is the situation. Got to get the ball across the 34-yard line for the first down. Davis zips it, and that one way too tall as he's looking for his tight end and just overshot him that time. Pressure was coming, and so now the ball does go incomplete, so it will stop the clock with 12:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. ICC up 10-7.
Yeah, penalties hurt you. I mean, it goes back to it. I mean, we all know it. It's the process of the game. Penalties, they're killing you, and that's what happened here.
So it'll be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. Wallace standing back at the 25-yard line. Hinds blocked a punt on that last kick attempt. And so ICC gets a late substitution in and a flag down. And
another false start. I'm assuming. Unless it was delay a game, I wasn't looking at the play clock.
The play clock still had 2 seconds left on it. I would say I don't think the snap.
Snapped it before the officials were ready.
So another penalty there. So now to be a 4th down and 29 situation.
Need a good punt.
And right now, if I'm Hinds, you got pressure on him last time, was able to block a little bit of that kick.
I'd throw it. I'd bring him.
And say, bring him here. But the Indians just get the kick away in this situation.
It looks like they are bringing them.
They are. Pressure coming, but the good kick, able to get this one away. Receivers going to come up and doesn't call for the fair catch and runs backwards, and the Indians make the play.
Yeah, good coverage right there. Excellent punt coverage. Good punt by Carson Langford. Got that off. Much cleaner exchange right there, Mr. Ingram, in the catching the snap and then getting the punt off. Great job right there and a good job on coverage down here. Indians needed that big time right there, so it'll be first down for Hinds.
Brady Sullivan, who snapped the ball, made the tackle. Good job by Brady.
Loss of 2 on the return, but it will be a first down and 10 situation here. Ball at the 28-yard line for the Eagles. ICC leads it 10-7. 11:58 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Hinds, a little bit of confusion now, resetting everyone on the offensive side. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Rolling out, trying to find time to throw. The Sex elects to run, and is going to run out of bounds. Good job by the Indians to hold up and not pick up that cheap penalty.
Yeah, good coverage again downfield, and quarterback down there.
But there is a flag down.
There is a flag?
Yep.
It wasn't a late hit, though.
No, it's down around the 45-yard line. So, gain of 4 on the play. Well, he picked it up.
Up. No flag.
That was one of them oopsies. No, it didn't.
Nope, they
holding
are
defense.
Holding on the defense. So that will result in a first down there. Tough one, guys. And so the Indians called with holding. And that's one thing right now. The Indians have really kind of shot themselves in the foot. Almost so much so they don't have much of a foot left to shoot. As it's been a tough go at it here, penalty-wise, for the Indians. 1st and 10. Quick pass out. Pass is tall, but a nice quick hit there. As that was number 23, Eggerson, on the coverage. But another solid pickup there on first down. It'll be a second down and about 5 situation now. Or make it a second down and 4 situation now here for Hinds. Clock is rolling. 11:24 to play here. 10-7. ICC with the lead here in the opening game of the season at Hinds. Eagles with it. This time the handoff up the middle. Slips through the offensive line. Dives forward and picks up the first down. And again, number 71 has been giving everybody the business late after the play, and the officials have been letting it go all night. So I will have to say, if they haven't called it that way from the beginning, I don't mind them not calling it this late, even though they should be calling it. Ball to 50. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing this time as the Indians stack them up and finish the play off there. Good job by the Indians. No gain on the play. Clock rolling. 10:35 and counting here. Player down on the field. We'll take the timeout with them and hear from Renaissance Bank, and be back with more right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatachee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of that injury timeout. 10-7 ICC with the lead over Hinds with 10:28 to go. That was Tony Lucius shaking up on the play, able to walk off on his own power, probably cramping in that situation. We've seen that a lot tonight for both teams. Second down and 10. Quick bubble screen pass is too tall, and it falls incomplete, and that'll bring up a third down and 10.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass right there. Just kind of slung it out there if you're Hinds, and that's very dangerous on their part. They got away with one right there, but it does bring up, like you say, Adam, a third and 10. Does stop the clock, too.
Big play here, guys. We're up 10-7, 10:20 left in the ball game. Need to stop here, Brad. Third and 10 at midfield.
Snap back to the quarterback. Pressure coming off the end for the Indians. And they set up a little bit of a drag play over the middle.
He got it.
And that's going to be good for the first down. Just a great route ran that time. Good play call by the offensive coordinator for Hinds. Knew that the Indians were bringing the pressure. Delayed drag across the middle. Goes for a gain of 11, and that'll move the chains. Two receivers now coming to the near side. Now make it 3 here for the Eagles as they're hurrying up their offense now. 9:50 and counting, as that's going to be a handoff, and the Indians stack that one up for a minimum gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. Bring up a second down and 8 now. Coming up on 9.5 to go in the contest.
Good job by the defense right there. Again, getting as far as on the run right there. Didn't gain 2 minutes. Would have got 2 yards right there, so good job holding them to 2.
That's movement as the guard moved, but no flag. Pass over the middle is caught, and the Eagles reel it in, misses a tackle, and that one's going to be down to the 10. Well, they got away with the guard kind of taking a step back before the snap, and they cash in a big way there, and now the Eagles knocking on the doors. They're giving a little hurry-up offense now.
Well, they figured out something. They're eating us up in the middle right now with passes.
Gibb is going to be the lone running back in the backfield. The Indians miss a tackle there, miss another one, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles. 13-yard touchdown run. And they retake the lead here. There's a flag.
Flag?
Yep.
Holding against them.
We'll see here. Now I see the flag. It's on the other far side of the field now. Well, I noticed, I was like, man, that is 0 celebration out of a team that just scored to take the lead. But now we see the flag on the far side of the field, and that's a huge break there for the Indians. So holding on the offense will back them up. And, guys, untimely penalties for both teams have come in to be big here in the second half.
Yeah, right there, definitely. But the Indians needed that. That's a break right there, big time for the Indians. Of course, still 10-7 lead now. ICC still holding the lead, and that backs Hinds up to their to ICC's 20.
First and 14.
I'm sorry, not the 20, but looks like the 17.
Pass coming, pressure over the middle, picked up nicely. Quarterback want to try to scramble.
Don't hit him
and
late.
will
That's
get
it.
out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, number 3 for Hinds just took on the linebacker and absolutely got tattooed. But if he doesn't take that on, Hinds doesn't make that play. So kudos to that young man hanging out and taking that lick for the team.
Well, good job by the Hinds quarterback again. He's getting flushed out. Our linemen or our backers are flushing him out, but he's got wheels on him, and when he does, he can turn it up.
2nd and 11, looking to pass. Now it's going to roll out. It's got pressure.
Great
the Indians
job.
can't wrap him up. Throw it to the back of the Indians. Intercepted by the Indians. Got both feet down.
He got it. Yeah, he got it. Great play. He got it.
Eggerson comes in and makes the play, gets the interception. Both feet's in the end zone.
What's 33 doing? Get off offense. Put the offense in. Come on.
Well, that's the big thing right there is we flushed him out. He was under pressure, and he made an ill-advised throw.
Great
and
play.
So great job by the ICC defense right there, coming up huge with great coverage downfield. They flushed him out and then just, again, had that good coverage right there when they flushed him out to make where he had an ill-advised throw. He should not have thrown that pass. He should have thrown it out of bounds. Fortunately for Etowama, we were able to take advantage of it.
Good job, our defense, and we're winded. And our defense was reeling, but made a big play there. Super play by the defensive back.
Eggerson comes up with the interception, but had the wherewithal to get both feet inbounds to be able to get the interception, and ICC now has it at the 20. Handoff up the middle, trying to spin free. Good job by the Eagles defensively to stack that one up. 1 yard on the play as that's Sutton on the carry.
8 minutes left in the ball game. Indians up 10-7 with the ball. 2nd down and 9. Ball's at our own 21-yard line. Adam Hinds has got all 3 timeouts.
That's big.
Clock right now is not as important. We need to take possession, get some first downs here.
But if you're ICC, you clearly want to snap the ball inside 5 seconds on the play clock, so you don't want to be in any type of hurry here.
No rush to snap the ball. Again, like you say, Adam, just take your time. Don't snap the ball too quickly.
Davis gets it now, wants to throw it out to the flats. Finds Sultan. Sultan, a great move, gets a beautiful block, and able to get the ball out across the 25-yard line. Good job there by Zay Davis, staying with the play and throws a clean block and a big pickup there on 2nd down.
Possession down, guys. Big play here. 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
And the clock's still running.
Clock's running, 7:15. We need a first down to eat up some more clock here. We're only up by 3, 10-7. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the ball game.
Well, who can dig deep and find a way to win this one? This one could come down to who wants it more. All those extra laps and sprints you ran during the summer, this is why you did it. Got to dig deep and find a way to win this one. Man in motion. Indians with it now. Handoff, trying to get the edge. Beautiful block, sealed the edge. Cuts up the field across the 35 and moved the chains. Big time run there. Jalen Sutton for the first down.
Great blocking, interior blocking on the left side. Open hole. 1st and 10 Indians.
Yeah, it was able to get out, did not run that one between the tackles. As you said, Adam, they sealed that edge. Excellent job by the blockers right there to seal that off. First down easy.
So once again, the Indians going to slow it down a little bit. 15 seconds on the play clock. Game clock down to 6:15. First down and 10 here for the Indians. The ball at the 35-yard line. ICC leads this one 10-7. Davis, the quarterback, gets the snap with 4 seconds on the play clock. Handoff up the middle once again. The Indians picking it up in chunks right now.
I hope it's 9.
That's going to be a gain of 9 on the play.
Like it.
It's 9.
I like it. 2nd and 1.
Maybe 8.
They are going to back it back a little bit. You hear the Boo Birds breaking out quickly.
We'll take it. Hey, it's just second. It's
2nd and 2.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. That's fine.
Take your time. We'll get it.
That clock's still running.
Now you got to start thinking about possibly burning some timeouts here if you're the Eagles. 5.5 to go in the contest. ICC leading this one 10-7. Opening game of the year here for the Indians. Davis, your quarterback. Man in motion now. And it's going to be a handoff and just missing the tackle. Trying to get to the outside. Will do so. Goes out of bounds, but there will be a flag down. And if they're going to throw this flag this late in the game and then have been letting that go all game, that is horrible. They have been letting that same type of play go all night.
They're going to call a holding.
And they're going to call it on the Indians this time, and that's just bad timing. And like I said, had they been calling that at the beginning of the game, then yes, I have no problem with it in this situation. But we have seen number 71 from Hinds do that in numerous times this evening and not get called with it. So a big-time break there for the Eagles. Again, had I said, if they had been calling it from the start, no problem with it. But the fact that they decide to call it now this late in the game at that pivotal point, that's just not good. So the Indians now with it at 2nd down and 12. 5:14 and counting here in the contest. Davis, your quarterback, trips receivers here on the near side. You've got Allen in the backfield with Davis, a lone receiver, one-on-one coverage on the far side. And this time a handoff going to the right side. And he's going to be hit and dropped just shy. Come on now, you've got to throw that flag. He keeps... I'll try to stay neutral here, but if you're going to do it from one side, you got to do it for the other side.
Helmet came off.
So one of the Hinds players will have to check off for the helmet coming off in this situation.
Big play, guys. 3rd and 11, clock running, 4:40 left in the ball game. Indians up 10-7.
So, as Jim mentioned, 3rd and 11 is the situation here for ICC. 3 receivers here on the near side. Allen in the backfield with Davis as the quarterback. On the far side of the field is Mosley. They're going to cheat the guard over to kind of come over on the top of him.
Looked a little confused.
Davis drops back, throws over the middle, and just a little bit too tall, in and out in the hands of Davis. Would have been good for the first down, but unfortunately, the clock will stop now and to bring up a 4th down and 11 situation. A Little Caesars punting situation coming up here for the Indians. Guys need a good punt here.
I don't think the receivers were on the same page right there.
I don't know. They were too close together.
Well, they were too close, and then they moved around, but a lot of them were throwing their hands up. I don't think they knew exactly what play was called.
So the Indians, again, will let the play clock run down here. They've had 1 kick blocked tonight already. Good snap, no pressure. They're going to set up the return here. And the return man's going to come. That's a block in the back, and there comes the flag, and there's another flag and another flag as Hinds will get a good return out to midfield, but this one is coming back. Pretty easy call there.
Get another cramp out there.
And, guys, that's something you'll normally see this time of year. And I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised we haven't seen more.
Well, a little cooler weather, thank goodness, but you're right. Still, this time of year, early in the season, you're going to see a lot of cramps. Yes, you're right. But, yeah, this one should be coming back.
Should be going to the 26-yard line, I think, guys. It should be a 10-yard penalty from the 36 where the 3 flags are, okay? So got to go 10 yards back.
Jim, is one of those your flags?
I wanted to throw one.
So the officials talking this one over, trying to make sure they get the spot right and where they want to mark it off from. And so the officials continue to conversate there. We do want to remind you of Sam's Town Market in Manatee. I will be going to see Sam's on this long weekend. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. So the grill will be fired up at the Gore household. Okay, so there were 2 penalties on the play. The first one called holding. That one was declined, and the block in the back penalty obviously taken there. And so that will back him up even more there. So, Dr. Boggs, what would you buy this weekend from Sam's?
Well, you know, Sam's, I'm always in and getting I like to call ahead, get Scott to cut one of those good steaks for me and get a good marinade going on that thing and then have a good grill this weekend.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh, they have some great steaks. Sam's Town down there. Of course, now they have all the sausages, everything else that you want, country plea, all that kind of stuff. They are great, but they even have dips down there now, I found out, and they're good. So Sam's Town now has a little of everything, so go, and I recommend it this weekend.
New quarterback in the game here. That's number 14. We've seen him in the game already tonight a couple of times.
I believe they moved, guys.
And that's going to be a penalty
5
here.
yards back.
So that's Watson back in. Oddly, well, I guess I say oddly, I don't know. I guess they're just running a mixture there, but both of them have about the same skill set. They can sling it a little bit, but they got good legs on them.
So that's going to back them up 5 yards after the false start. So it'll be a 1st down and 15 situation here. This has been the second half that has been just
penalties
by both teams. So 3:58 to go here. Pressure coming. Quarterback's going to get away from it. He's got a lot of green grass across the way, but great job recovering that time by the Indians, as that was number 23, Eggerson, coming up and making the play. If he don't make that play, he's got a lot of room to run, guys.
Well, ICC blitzed on one side. He caught it, saw it with his wheels, and flushed out immediately. Didn't even hang around. He saw the blitz coming and flushed it out on the right side over there and was able to get positive yardage.
Ooh,
now they're going to sack him from behind.
They got him. Guess who?
Who?
Number 5.
Big time play there by Gray. We've called his name out a ton tonight.
Gray's played great tonight, guys.
That's going to be a loss right there. Now they're going to have a 3rd and 14, looks like.
This is very key because we're down to about 3 minutes left of the ball game. They still have all 3 timeouts. So if we can stop them, they can punt and use their timeouts.
Yeah, so now
but let's stop them first.
Well, I'm with you.
Low snap.
And there it is.
Oh! And the Indians make the play again. ICC just teed off on the quarterback as that was number 21, Blakely, coming in and making the play.
They got to punt.
Oh, yeah, they're going to punt here. But what we brought pressure from the other side this time, Adam, and that helped out. And he was right in his face, and he had nothing to do. I mean, all he could do was just sit there and take it and hold on to the ball and not turn it over. Great job by the ICC defense. Good call right there on defense by ICC.
And the clock's running out, guys.
Oh, yeah.
2:20 left in the ball game. Now, they do have all 3 timeouts. But they got to make us go 3 and out, 1 first down.
Well, they're not in any hurry to snap it. And that's a little. I know, and that's what's. I'd be concerned if I'm them. They're letting the clock melt.
Indians bring the pressure.
Just
Kick is going to hit and run, and
there you go.
All right, we'll be on
roll out of bounds, but have the positive side of the 50. Right. With 2:05 to go here in the 4th quarter, the Indians lead at 10-7 over Hinds here in the opening game of the year. ICC. It was a thriller last year between these two teams. Indians would love to go ahead and find a way to put this one to bed. And, Brad, you've got a bird that wants to be a moth over there.
That's a dragon that flew in here.
Yeah, nearly attacked you.
I don't even know. The thing lit on this tent over here, and I don't know whether
that thing can run the
Mr. Ingram, will you swap sides with me?
Yeah, yes, sir. Whatever you need me to do.
So the Indians will have it. 1st down and 10. Ball is going to be at about the 42-yard line. ICC again being methodical offensively. Hinds with all 3 timeouts left in this one. Indians up 10-7. Pressure showing off the far near side. Indians hand it off up the middle. And that is going to be Allen, I believe, on the carry.
They used the first timeout.
And that's what you're going to do. You're going to force them to use those timeouts here.
You keep running the ball, even if they stop us, we get a good punt off, they'll get the ball left with about a minute and a half left, deep in their zone with no timeouts left.
That's right.
So you keep running the ball.
Absolutely. You got to keep it on the ground right here and let them burn all 3 of those timeouts.
That's right. And our defense hopefully can hold up.
Well, and if we play like anything like we did last series, pin them back, it's going to be hard. They have not gone deep all night, really, as far as a deep pass. So Hinds has not been a deep threat in the air tonight thus far. So you're right, Mr. Ingram. Keep running the ball, and then if we have to, pin them back. Then they have no timeouts. So it's not going to work in their favor.
And even 2 minutes ago in this one, ICC 10, Hinds 7.
Oh, they used that 2.
So, that was a 2-minute timeout.
That was that 2-minute timeout.
So they still have, still have all 3 timeouts.
So they still got all 3. So they had 4 right here, Mr. Ingram.
So that was
that 2-minute.
Yep.
Oh, golly, I forgot about that.
Well, I forgot about it, too.
That's a new rule. So the Indians break the huddle.
So they'll have a timeout left.
Yeah, they got 3 left.
Ty Davis, the quarterback.
I forgot about
2 receivers on the left side, running back in the backfield, and that's a flag.
That's on them.
As contact was made.
Yeah, contact had to be made, or that would have been a free play.
Let's see if they might have been drawn off sides, but it looks like the officials are going to say that he was offside. Contact was made, so that's why the play was called dead.
That's big.
Guys, I think when both these coaches look at this second half, they're going to have a lot to say about how sloppy it was when it comes to these penalties.
Ain't no doubt. It is going to be sloppy, and they're going to look back, too, and say, this is stuff we got to clean up before next week.
And so no time off the clock. Still 2 minutes to play here. ICC up 10-7 over Hinds. It's now 2nd down and 4 here. You have to snap the ball because the play clock will not resume until we put it in play. And the give is going to be to Allen in the backfield. Slips off one tackle. There's another one. Gets across. And that's going to be a first down.
That's a first down. That's huge right there. Big pickup, big run right there. Now Hinds is going to have to call a timeout.
That's the first timeout.
The injury on the field, though, right now.
Well, they may not have to.
And it looks like an ICC player is down on the field. Injury timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game. back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of that timeout. Allen shaking up on the play, but he did get the first down. 1:53 to go in this one. And Hinds does take the timeout to stop the clock after the injury, so we will keep it here, guys. That will be the first of 3 timeouts they have left here in the contest with 1:53 to go. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Volleyball falls by the final score of 3-1 at Pellissippi. They'll be in action tomorrow, I think at 8 and 11 a.m. We'll have more information coming to you on Twitter on that one, as those matches have been moved. Those time-wise have been moved tomorrow, but they are playing who, Cal? Is it John A. Logan and Wallace State tomorrow? That is in the Chattanooga State Invitational there with volleyball. We do encourage you to get out and come support the volleyball team. They'll be back home midway through September, so when they do come back, let's pack the DEC and support Coach Annie and her girls there in Fulton.
You know what, Mr. Ingram, right now, all we need to do is run the ball like an equestrian. We've got to keep the ball and run it hard and hopefully even try to put one in the end zone.
I like that. I like that. Make them use their timeouts, Brad.
No doubt.
And so it'll be a 1st and 10 now. Indians with the football trying to work as much clock as they can here, and boom, that big hit in the backfield there. Well, guys, we were just, since there's a timeout, we'll keep it here. We were just talking about what the orders are going to be this weekend at Sam's. Well, yeah. Coach Andy Kurt said he loaded up and had Sam's last night. Said Dana had the filet, and he had a big pork chop. Wow.
Pork chops, those are good
too. We hadn't had dinner tonight, and he's talking about food.
Y'all haven't had dinner?
No, sir, we have not.
We had lunch.
We had lunch, and it was great.
I cannot believe that Adam wouldn't stop and get y'all dinner.
No, Adam's been great tonight. We were in the ring setting up this tent.
Hey, Brad, I had to fill in for our AD at the pregame meeting, so I had to get here.
Well, that's true. It's just amazing.
But we will stop on the way back.
Last year we had snacks here too. I remember.
Well, actually, Ralph's got the hookup after the game.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. That's the reason why I said we ain't eating before the game.
Raphael will take care of us, no doubt about it.
I
got faith in Raphael.
Ralph's got family on the grill out here at Hinds.
Ooh, I love it.
So breaking up that timeout and our conversation with 1:48 to go here in the game. ICC leading it 10-7 over Hinds in the opening game of the year. The Indians will be at home next week against Pearl River.
I hate to say this, but I'm going to.
Oh, somebody with the drone is on the Itawamba sideline. And what it is it's actually the video board, because I saw where they were just showing our cheerleaders on their video board.
Oh, there it is right there.
So the officials, I thought I saw one earlier. I knew I wasn't crazy. And the officials asking them to leave.
Is it ours?
No, it's the video board.
No.
Brad, there's 2 things you don't do here. You don't fumble.
Okay.
And you don't get a penalty.
That's
you just run the ball, make them use their last timeout, run it again, and run the clock down.
That's the only 2 things.
2 things.
3 things.
Yeah.
Don't fly a drone over the field.
Don't fly a drone.
Officials
don't
mad.
get a penalty on that.
There you got drones going back up right now.
Don't fumble and don't get an offensive penalty.
So with 1:48 to go here.
Well, everybody's still looking at this drone.
The officials finally says, screw it, play ball.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and play because I can't figure out who's got the drone.
And it's going to be a handoff, and the Indians going to break it to the outside. Now up the middle, big pickup there. Still battling forward, down inside the 20-yard line. Big run there for ICC.
Close to the first down.
They used their last timeout.
Yeah. So that's going to be third and short. Like one, I think.
We'll see what. And they are going to take the timeout, or the officials asking for a measurement here. Looks like they are going to take the timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them. Hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw the sponsors there. If you would like to sponsor ICC football here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM, as well as some of our other sports on Let'sGoICCTV.com, give my office a call at 862-8059. That's 862-8059. We've got some great package deals still available for you there if you'd like to be a part of the sponsor team here. Or you can visit the Indian Club, click sports information and make a donation there. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. So the official originally called it a first down, then comes back and marks it a half a yard shy. Third down and inches here for the Indians. Big moment of the ball game here for ICC. Davis at quarterback. And he's going to keep it this time. Tries to fight forward.
That's fine.
And he's going to get a loss on the play.
It's okay.
But did not turn it over. Kept the football, and the clock continues to run now with no timeouts left for Hinds. So all they can do is just watch this clock run down. So now if you're ICC, you can run it down to inside a minute, take a timeout, and then come out and kick the ball in this situation to add 3 more points. Or
I'm not sure you kick it.
You roll the dice and go for it on fourth down. You get the first down, then you can take the knee.
I
say you go for it.
I agree. You go for it after we call this timeout. If they stop us, they still got to go the length of the field with no timeouts.
2 seconds, 1 second. Now ICC will take the timeout. Ooh, we got a gift there. The clock kept running.
Sure did.
Additional 2 seconds before the clock stopped. So now with 53 seconds remaining in the contest, we're going to take a timeout and come back with the conclusion of this one. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 53 seconds left to play here in this one. ICC up 10-7 over Hinds. Indians breaking the huddle from the sideline, and they're going to go for it here on fourth down, and let's call it 3 situation. A first down will do it, as the Indians can kneel their way to victory here. Davis, your quarterback. 2 receivers here on the near side. You got one tucked in tight there on the far side of the field. Davis awaiting the snap. Gets it. He wants to roll out, looking to throw. Has a man. Pass is caught. And he's going to step out of bounds, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. ICC could take the knee and pick up the win here with 47 seconds left to play. Great catch there that time by Zay Davis. He had to turn around and catch it behind him. And, guys, our favorite call of the night, victory kneel coming up here for the Indians. I like what the cheerleaders are thinking. They're thinking, we want a touchdown. They're calling for the touchdown.
You know, hey,
but ICC is going to take the knee and pick up the 10-7 win here on the road
Yeah, you don't take any chances at them, and I know we want a TD and we'd love to, but no, this is not a time taking chances or getting anybody hurt.
Yep, you got to take one more snap and be able to take a knee in this one, as there's about 5 seconds difference in the play clock and the game clock. 10-7. Indians.
There we go.
Will celebrate the victory here in Hinds. Big win there in front of a very happy big crowd here in Raymond. And a great way to start the season here if you're the Indians. And we're going to count this one down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Indians officially win this one by the final score of 10-7. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it by the final score of 10-7. Guys, a great way to start the season with the dub here in Raymond. And the Indians get the win, 1-0 on the year. Guys, your thoughts on tonight's contest?
Yeah, it came out big there in the second half. Of course, put together a huge drive there to get down here within the 5-yard line and almost put it in the end zone and unable to, but able to get the field goal to go ahead. And that's what you want this time of year. Again, you're still, yes, they've been practicing long and hard since before August, but definitely August, was when they've come in and they've been installing plays, putting it all together, all that. So they've been working hard here for almost a month now. Here we're on August 29th. And so, yes, there's going to be some miscues. There's going to be some things you learn from this game. There's going to be some things to take away from it that you're going to want to fix. But they did what they needed to do to get what was big here, that first victory of the season here in the first game of the season and against a South opponent. And I know people say, well, those North Division opponents are what counts. Yes, but those South games have hurt us in the past, and we need to pick up those South victories to be able to advance and hopefully get to the playoffs. And that's what's going to be big for ICC, because, again, we've been able to get the North Division opponents and get those, and you focus on that, and we will, but we're working out the kinks with the South Division opponents, and that's what we're hopefully going to do. And we get a big victory tonight, Mr. Ingram, that's going to help us move forward, give these guys some confidence now, give Ty Davis some confidence. He made some great throws tonight, and give them some confidence moving forward. But next week, first home game against Pearl River, we've got another South opponent coming to town.
No doubt. And what I like tonight, number one, on the road. Number two, we're behind 7-0. Number three, found a way to win the game 10-7. Our field goal kicker, freshman, missed a makeable field goal, came back and hit the winner for us later in the game. A lot of positives here. They overcame being down 7-0. We started out the year on the road 1-0. We have not done that lately. Need a great crowd next week at home. We had a great crowd tonight. A lot of people drove all the way down here. Appreciate people watching and listening to us. Great start for Indians being 1-0, Adam.
Absolutely. You talk about that great crowd. Of course, we're looking at some Little Caesars instant replays here on the game, but, man, the crowd is still trying to file out here. A long line of fans leaving here, and that's a good point. I think that was another thing that helped kind of spur the Indians to victory there late, was the fact that the crowd got behind them and helped them dig deep there to pick up that win. Well, guys, I want to let you be thinking about our Samstown Market star of the game. But while I do that, I'm going to give us a Renaissance Bank update with some of the games going on in the league. Colin leads Kahoma. That's early in the second quarter, 27-0. That one had a long delay due to weather there. East Central defeats Northeast. 23-14 is the final score. It's halfway through the third quarter. Holmes leading Southwest 20-17. A game that everyone's keeping an eye on tonight. Gulf Coast leading East Mississippi 14-7. That's with 7:38 to go in the second quarter. They also had a long delay before they were able to start. Jones picks up a 27-3 win over Delta. And our opponent for next week, starting the fourth quarter, Northwest leading Pearl River 20-17. So a vastly improved Pearl River squad battling there with Northwest early on. Those scores being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Okay, guys, we got our Samstown Market stars of the game, and I'm going to let you each pick one in this situation. And, Mr. Jim, I'll let you go first.
All right, Adam. I thought our defense played extremely well tonight, held them to 7 points. And one of the players, Oral Gray, a defensive back, a freshman redshirt. He was at Florida A&M last year, redshirted, came on to us this year. And let me tell you what, he read the plays, the running plays. He would sprint up quickly as a safety, made several tackles at the line of scrimmage. I thought Oral Gray played outstanding defense tonight. I give him the player of the game.
Dr. Boggs?
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to Mr. Ingram for that band interrupting you down there.
That's all right, I know.
And I'm sorry, they should know better than to do that. That's rude. But no, I'm going to flip to the offensive side of the ball. Offense has been something that, last year we knew we were kind of lacking in times. And so this year we came out, had a better offensive night tonight. We were able to throw the ball down the field. And with that, Zay Davis was able to pull in a lot of passes tonight, receptions. Great job by Zay Davis. Matter of fact, as y'all mentioned, he just pulled in this last pass down here at the end that got the big first down. So great job. I'm going with Zay Davis.
And those are our Samstown Market stars of the game. I'm going to give a third one, and that's going to be to John Wayne and Port Shop for allowing us to borrow the tent to come out to tonight's game, because if not, we would have been in the van broadcasting this one. So shout out to John Wayne and Port Shop for letting us get this tent going here. Also, Andy Kirk for helping us set it up. And we got Dr. Allen up here now. He's looking at our interesting invention that we've got to keep me out of the rain. But the problem is there's a lot of water in this tarp.
Get the equipment out before you
Yes. Well, guys, any final thoughts before we shut down the Renaissance Bank postgame report here?
Adam, just a good start. On the road, find a way to win the game. Being behind 7-0, give our team a lot of credit to win 10-7. Good start for the Indians.
Yeah, I agreed. And, of course, enjoy tonight's victory, long ride home, but be ready to go. It is a long weekend with Labor Day weekend coming up, but be ready to go. You got a tough Pearl River opponent coming to town next week. Indians are at home the next 2 weeks. Take advantage of that opportunity. to improve on their record here, but clean up these mistakes. Yes, there's going to be mistakes. Again, we know it. This first game of the season, there's always going to be mistakes with every team. Work hard to clean up some of those mistakes, fine-tune them, Mr. Ingram, so that way we can continue to improve as we go along in the season.
And Brad and Adam, again, what a great crowd that people traveled tonight, 3 hours to watch the Indians. We need that crowd at home the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
As that's going to do it here from Raymond. Your final score, 10-7. ICC 1-0 on the year with a big win here on the road. Again, we'll be back home, or actually our first home game of the year against Pearl River. You want to be sure and visit letsgoicc.com to find out all the information of everything going on that weekend. A lot of exciting things. Starts with the Indian Spirit Walk at 4 o'clock, so make your plans and make your way out to Fulton. Again, appreciate those that have tuned in tonight here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9. Appreciate Owen back in the studio. Had a little bit of a rough start due to the weather, but he was able to step up and get us on the air as well. So that's going to do it. So for the crew tonight, Dr. Brad Boggs, the myth, the man, the legend that is Mr. Jim Ingram, Casey Smith, Cal Brown, Andy Kirk, and Raphael Henry. I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Raymond. The Indians pick up the 10-7 win here over the Eagles. Have a good evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.